It's time for Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it. Now, with a preview of tonight's game, here's the voice of the Tomcats, Dickie Martin.
Good morning, everybody, from K-Woods Court at Rupp Arena in Lexington Center here in downtown Lexington. It's down to the final 8, and by golly, the Tomcats are one of them. It's the Ashland Tomcats and the Bowling Green Purples here this morning for a berth in the semifinals tomorrow morning. The Tomcats, 24-7, winners of 11 in a row. A Wednesday first-round winner over Callaway County, 81-64. Bowling Green comes in at 29-6. They've won 8 in a row. They were first-round winners over Adair County on Wednesday, 52-51 in overtime. Their winner will be in the semifinals, the Final Four, if you will, tomorrow morning starting at 11 against either Jeffersontown or South Oldham. For Ashland and Bowling Green, well, we played them earlier this year. Overall, it's a 6 meeting between the two. Bowling Green has the advantage 3-2 when we played them back on February the 1st at Woodford County in the Ed Step Classic. Woodford, the Purples defeated the Tomcats 61-55. We don't make any excuses. But the night before, we did play and lose to Boyd County 72-66 at home. And didn't shoot it well the next day. We hit only 4 of 20 from behind the three-point arc and got out-rebounded by double digits by Bowling Green. But hopefully we get these things corrected today and play some basketball like Tomcats. If we play like Tomcats today, we're going to win. Ryan Bonner, the third year in his tenure here at Ashland, 72 wins, 30 losses. D.G. Sherrill in his fifth year at Bowling Green, his second time around, he's 105 wins and 25 losses. 17th year overall as a coach with 412 wins and 117 losses. He is just a dynamic coach, a great coach, and has won a state championship. That came back in 2017. For the Tomcats, their 39th trip to the state tournament, where they now stand with more wins than anybody in the Commonwealth, 56 wins, 32 losses, 4 state championships, 4 state runner-ups. 6 times we've been to the semifinals and been beaten in the quarterfinals. Well, we were here back in 2023, just a couple of short years ago, and lost to the eventual state champion back in 2023. For Bowling Green, their 19th trip to the state tournament. They've won 16 and lost 17. They won the state championship in 2017. They were the runner-up in 2015. They got beat in the quarterfinals in 2021 and in the semifinals in 2014. In that previous game back on February the 1st, the Tomcats jumped out to an early 11-9 lead, but trailed at half by 3, 29-26. Third quarter had the Cats down by 6, 40-34, and, well, that's where we lost it, 61-55. The Tomcats didn't shoot it well that day, and our rebounding was way off the mark. Of course, we're not a big basketball team anyway, but if we could stay, as Coach Bonner has told us, within less than a handful on the boards, we're in pretty good shape. But that day we got beat by better than 10 rebounds on the boards. For the Tomcats, they come in as the 8th-ranked team in the RPI. Bowling Green is the 9th-ranked team, and the Tomcats, of course, have played the toughest schedule in the Commonwealth. It's Ashland. It's Bowling Green. We're in the Elite 8, the quarterfinals here this morning at K-Woods Court in Lexington. Cats are out on the floor. They're ready to go. We'll come back and talk to D.G. Sherrill and Ryan Bonner in just a moment here on Cat Sports.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and their newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
This is Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Coach D.G. Sherrill, it's always good to win that first one. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's any games you win up here is you're having a heck of a year. So yeah, it was nice to get through that one. We had to earn it. It was a tough one to get through.
And Adair County's got a nice ball club.
Oh yeah, well coached. Their guard is special. They fight.
Yeah.
We had that game up 10 points, and a lot of people may have thought, oh, here they go, but they didn't quit.
Yeah.
I knew they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And we had to make some game-winning plays to kind of get out of that thing.
Okay. You pleased the way your basketball team played that night and where they are now?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's easy up here. It's you don't. Every team you play is quality. You got another basketball team facing you that everybody knows when that game's over, somebody's going home. There's no tomorrows, and you're on the biggest stage you can be on. So you're going to get the best effort and the best version of whatever team you're playing. So yeah, nothing's going to be easy. I think we're playing well. I hope we shoot a little bit better today. But I think we'll go out there and we'll fight claw and scratch.
All right. You played Ashland back February 1st. What do you get out of that game, if anything?
Well, I got an up-close sight of Xander. He's as advertised. He's a really special player. But they got other really quality players. They shoot the ball well. They're very well coached. They execute everything they want to do. They do a great job of controlling tempo. They didn't shoot it well that day. They shoot it a lot better than shot that day. I anticipate them shooting the ball great today. We'll get a much more aggressive Xander. He does a great job of creating for his teammates. And they got other good players. He gets a lot of ink, but they got a lot of guys who can fill it up. So both hands are full. We just got to go out there and try to be the best version of ourselves for 32 minutes.
Coach, what you got to do? Give me some keys.
Got to rebound the ball on both ends.
Yeah.
They don't have the size of some of the teams we played lately.
Right.
So we got to rebound the ball well. Got to play fast. We got to try to keep Xander out of the lane. He's a great shooter, but he does a great job. A lot of ghost screens, a lot of stagger screens, and he's turning that corner trying to get to the rim. And he'll try to score that bucket, but he's also trying to draw that help and hit shooters in corners.
Sure.
So we got to stay home on those shooters, and we got to try to contain him, which is going to be a monster job to do, but we're going to work at it.
Okay. You mentioned you want to play fast, so you want to get up and go just like they do.
Yeah. They like to play fast. We like to play fast.
Okay.
We're not going to try to slow them down.
Okay.
I don't anticipate them trying to slow us down. So we're going to hit some shots. Playing at the pace this game might go at, somebody's going to shoot it well. They do shoot it well. We got to shoot it better.
Okay. Well, good luck this afternoon.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay. Appreciate you, Coach D.G. Sherrill. Bowling Green back in a moment on Cat Sports.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit toyotaofashland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137. Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business. Big flavors, big savings, and top-notch quality. Only at Food Fair. Food Fair is excited to announce 3 new signature brands. Food Club brings families together with delicious, high-quality meals without the name brand price. Craven Flavors satisfies your cravings with bold, mouth-watering snacks, pizzas, and sweet treats. And Simply Done makes life easier. With household essentials, they get the job done right. Visit Food Fair today and enjoy the quality and savings in every aisle. Foodfairmarkets.com.
You're listening to Tomcats Countdown, presented by your local McDonald's. I'm loving it on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Coach Brian Bonner, round 2, here we are. Well, we did what we had to do. We came down here and won that first game, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. You know, the expectation is not to just be happy to be here and be complacent because we won our region.
Yeah.
The goal and the mission in our locker room was to get here and to make an impact and to play on Saturday morning. And that's what we're fighting to do at this point.
Had a little lull there, let them back in the game the other night, but didn't really affect us. I thought you called timeouts, and you and the staff got them back into turn that volume up and get the intensity back.
Yeah, and our offensive efficiency in that fourth quarter was absolutely fantastic. Put up 32 points. Mm-hmm. 3-point shooting was exceptional, and they were all quality shots too.
Yeah, you're right.
And that was the difference between the first half and the second. I thought the second quarter of that game against Callaway, we were settling a little bit, taking some forced contested mid-range shots. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the thing is we can get those shots anytime we want, but those aren't always the best shots for us.
You're right.
So once we stopped settling and we kind of turned it into attack mode, you know, it just opened up everything for us. And I thought that started with Xander Carter. He was just outstanding in that fourth quarter.
He can control a game. We've talked about it game after game, but you know, we've got one of those that can control the game and take over, and he did.
Yes, he most certainly did, and what it did was it opened up the floor for other guys.
Yeah.
Drew Smith hit 2 humongous threes in that fourth quarter to really extend our lead and to get it out of Callaway's grasp, and we just kind of took it and ran with it at that point. But I thought our transition game was really good, and I think one of the most important things is we came out with a really, really good start. Our first 4 minutes were outstanding in that basketball game, and I think that can't change. We got to really fight to win the first 4 minutes of the game today.
We talk about Xander, but because we think he's the best player in the state, but he makes the other guys around him so much better.
Yeah, I mean, he had 8 assists the other night. So it's not just him getting his; he's getting others involved. And you know, I remember Preston hit back-to-back threes.
Yeah.
I think in the first half, and Xander runs up to me during a dead ball, wanting to run a play to get the ball back to Preston.
He's all right.
So yeah, and our guys do a great job of finding the hot hand, and you know that always leads to great things when you're willing to pass up your shot or what you think is a good shot for somebody else's great shot.
I always like to give credit where credit's due, and that's Brad Cleaver in Callaway County. He's a good friend of ours. We get along really well, and he's got a nice basketball team.
They are really, really good. I mean, that is a really good basketball team, and we were able to win a couple of key matchups. I thought we did a really good job containing the Eli Finley kid, their point guard, who was averaging over 20 going into that game. We held him to 11. So I honestly thought that was one of the differences. And outside of the way we shot the ball and our offensive efficiency, I thought winning that matchup was key. Just because it's so hard to contain Jonah Butler.
Yeah.
And you know, the Finley matchup was one that we really felt like we could win based on our personnel. We made the decision to put Xander on him, and that Xander's length and strength really bothered him. But phenomenal team. They had size at every position. I think the Jonah Butler kid proved that he's one of the best players in the state.
No question.
Was outstanding, and it was an exciting game. A lot of fun plays were made. throughout the course of that game. Really one of the funnest games of the state tournament so far. I thought.
Yes, I agree. All right, we turn our attention to Bowling Green. We faced them back February 1st, the night after we had gotten beat by Boyd at home. First of all, I think that affected us a little bit on that Saturday afternoon at Woodford County. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a hard game for our guys to get up for, because not only were we coming off the loss against Boyd at home, it was also a last-second schedule.
It was.
So it made preparation tough, but at that point we were just desperate to play a basketball game.
Right.
They shot 55% from the field and out-rebounded us by 12. Yeah. And that can't happen again today. And I like to think that with the way that we're playing right now, I think we're going to be a lot more dialed in. I think we're going to be tougher on the glass and make it tougher on them to score than what we did the first time we played them.
We got to hit the boards, and we got to shoot a little bit better as well, and they're good.
Yeah, I mean, that last game against them, we were 4 of 20 from 3. Yeah. So shot it uncharacteristically poorly in that game. So we definitely, and they're a really good team. So
yes,
we're gonna have to make shots more consistently if we want to win this game. But going back to the defensive side of things, we can't get out rebounded by 12 again. No. And we've got to drive that field goal percentage down.
You expect DG? He's another good friend of ours. He likes to play us all the time, but do you expect him maybe to try to keep it in the 50s and 60s today?
No, because they have 6 pure athletes that can get it out and go. And I think they're going to be who they are. And, they've got 6 guys that can get to the rim at will, and they've got an elite shooter in Luke Idlet on the perimeter that's shooting 58% from 3 on the season. So I think they're going to be who they are, just like we are. At this point, you got to hang your hat on something, and I think both teams are going to rely on what got them here at this point.
And speaking of getting us here, I didn't show up any signs of nervousness or anything like that. We got out early. Our kids have been here, except for a couple, and they didn't show any nerves or anything.
Yeah, and that's what I was most pleased with, is we had several guys in the starting rotation who had never been in that moment. Yeah. And you really couldn't tell any difference. Yeah. And I credit that to our leadership, and obviously that starts with Xander. His composure kind of trickles down to the rest of our guys, and I thought they were very composed and ready to play.
Ryan, good luck. Let's play Saturday. What do you think?
That's the goal, Dickie. We're going to fight like crazy for it.
Okay, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Ryan Bonner of the Tomcats back in a moment on Cat Sports.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want our customers to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank, located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is holding a clearance sale. 2024 Ram cargo vans save up to $10,000 off. Get a 24 Ram during truck month. Get a 24 Ram 3500 dually, save up to $12,000 off. 24 Ram 2500 crew cab, save $12,000 off. Cars under $10,000, banks to help all kinds of credit and all inspected. Voted best place to buy a used car by you. Limited 90-day 3,000-mile warranty, top-rated customer service, located at Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio, and Route 7 and Laurel Cliff Road, Pomeroy, Ohio. Sale ends March 31st.
This is Clay at Pollux, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollux is the name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollux at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at polluxjewelers.com.
Are you or a loved one dealing with a slow-to-heal wound? Bluegrass Wound Care in Ashland is a private practice specializing in advanced treatments to help your wounds heal faster and more effectively. Their wide range of progressive healing techniques have proven results with no referral required. Call today to schedule an appointment and be seen the same week. Any wounds, any age, don't wait. Get the care you deserve today. Call Bluegrass Wound Care at 606-325-6493.
Get ready for sneaker squeaking, elbow banging, high school hardcourt action. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 present Ashland Tomcats basketball. Let's return to the arena for all the play-by-play action with Dickie Martin on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Our national anthem as performed by the Butler County Chorus. And welcome back, everybody. We're at K-Woods Court, Rupp Arena in downtown Lexington for Ashland and Bowling Green. The state quarterfinals, the Tomcats 24-7, Bowling Green 29-6. In this 107th state tournament, they're trying to get a berth in the semifinals tomorrow, where they will face either South Oldham or Jeffersontown. They'll play at 1:30 this afternoon. Later on tonight, it'll be North Laurel against Montgomery County at 6. And the late game tonight will have Great Crossing against Cooper. And then the 4 winners today play tomorrow morning at 11 and 1:30 from the semifinals, and the championship tomorrow night at 7:30. Well, let's look at starting lineups. And, of course, our pregame show brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And Coach Ryan Bonner's pregame comments brought to you by McLeod's Body Shop and People Helping People. For Bowling Green, they're the visitors today. They're dressed in purple with black and white trim, numerals and lettering. It'll be Deuce Bailey, a 6-foot senior, averaging 8 points a game for Bowling Green. And Braylon Banks, a 6-foot senior. He absolutely killed us the last time we played him. He's averaging 12.7. He had a double-double against us. Caden Carpenter, a 5'10 senior, averaging 8 points a game. Luke Idlet, a 6-foot senior, averaging 14 points a game. And Joe Hurt, a 6'2 senior, averaging 14 points a game. You'll also see Wardlow off the bench, a 6-foot senior, who averages 11 points a game. And that's about as deep as the Purples will go under Coach D.G. Sherrill in his 5th year. They lost in the regional finals last year to Warren Central, their cross-county rival, in overtime, 64-57. For the Tomcats this afternoon, well, they got here by virtue of winning the 64th district, beating Boyd County 96-65. In the regional tournament, beat Elliott County 77-38, Brown County 61-39, and Boyd County again in the region championship 55-47, and got Callaway County on Wednesday here at Lexington's Rupp Arena, 81-64. It'll be Xander Carter, the 6'6 senior, who took over in the 4th quarter. May have to take over a little earlier today. We'll see. Tyson Lalone, the 6'3 senior, 9 points, 4 rebounds a game, a couple of assists. Preston Hoskins, 6'4 senior, 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. Drew Smith, a 5'10 junior, 10 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. And Caleb Clark, a 6'3 junior, 12 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists per game for the Tomcats, who start 3 seniors and 2 juniors. Bowling Green comes with 5 seniors: Bailey, Banks, Carpenter, Idlet, and Hurt. Tomcats are in all white today with maroon trim, lettering, and numerals. And they're seated right here in front of us, just to our left. The Tomcat band is here, the Tomcat cheerleaders.
Not much of a crowd.
No, the crowd's terrible. I don't even see our cheerleaders, do you?
Actually, no.
Kent Robinson's alongside, by the way, as he was Wednesday night, so you're our good luck charm. You know.
I hope so. I got maroon on.
That's right. We went shopping yesterday. We're running out of maroon. I don't see the cheerleaders here today, but I do see the band.
Is that them there?
Where?
Are they on the floor?
Oh, there they are. They're on the floor. Goodness gracious,
Mercy
Dickie.
Day.
Mercy, Dickie. The cheerleaders are here. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Right in front of us.
Right in front of me. And I'm looking over here to my left where the sparse Tomcat crowd is.
Yeah.
And the cheerleaders are out on the floor. Yeah. Our officials this morning are 3 guys I have seen call here in the state tournament, but we've never had before. Thank you, Caitlin. I love you. Ryan Morris, Chris Hogan, and David Hammond. Caitlin Gale, my Tomcat trainer, who keeps me in shape as well. not good shape, but she fixes when I ache and pain and stuff. Comes over and always gets
Let's
my
make
papers.
sure your paperwork's in order.
Exactly. Cats are going left to right on the dial to be Xander Carter at 6'6", going up against Joe Hurt, the 6'2" senior. As Ashland and Bowling Green get ready to tip it off in the state quarterfinals, the Elite Eight, if you will. Bowling Green hadn't been here since 2021. In the quarterfinals, the Tomcats were also in the quarterfinals in 2023. Got beat. But a couple of years before that, we went all the way to Saturday. And that's a nice thing. That's what you play for. If you get to Saturday, stranger things have happened, I'll tell you. If you can
We've
just
seen
get
it
to Saturday.
many a time, haven't
I've been around this game a long time, been here a long time. If you get to Saturday, you can win it.
This is special,
Ball in the air,
but tomorrow's
controlled
much
by,
special.
yep, to Carter, to Lalone. The Cats have it. Bowling Green opens man-to-man, and Carter will bring it across the line. He's going to be guarded today by Bailey. Around the arc to the near side to Hoskins. Wide open for that long three. Well, he missed that one. And the rebound to Banks. Banks is killer. Here he comes. Tyson Alone's going to guard him. Come to the near side to Bailey. Bailey will drive the baseline, lay it up. He'll miss it. Rebounded by Hoskins. Tomcat outlet pass. Here comes Caleb Clark. Cats are running. Clark into forecourt in a hurry. Stops. Backs it out on the dribble. Near side to Smith. Smith directing traffic out front. Bowling Green man-to-man. Now to Hoskins. Look for a cutter. The cutter. Bailey's going to try and guard him today. Here's Xander way out front, about 25 feet out. Gives to Clark on the far side. Clark looking, gives to Drew Smith. Ryan Bonner here in front of us. You can hear him in the background yelling instructions as Xander Carter at the logo there on the far side. It says Rupp Arena. Brings it around to the right side. They switch off on him. Minute in, no score. Carter stops straight away three. Yes! Here comes Bowling Green with the basketball. On top is Carpenter. Carpenter gets it to Hurt. On the right side, it goes to Banks. Banks down low and sprinting to the bucket and laying it up and in is Idlet. It's 3-2 Ashland. Here comes Caleb Clark with the basketball. Clark's going to drive the baseline through the lane with a nice pass now to Lalone. He'll lay it up and in. He'll drive that right baseline, and it's 5-2 Tomcats. Here comes Bowling Green with the basketball. Out front with his Carpenter. Carpenter looking for help. Ashland in the man-to-man. Drew Smith's going to get him man-to-man. Carpenter will angle it toward the right side. Give it up to Hurt. Hurt looks down deep in the corner now to Carpenter. Carpenter brings it back out on top and gives it to Banks. Banks makes his move on Lalone. Takes him in the lane. Lays it up. Got it. We got to stop that. 5-4. Tomcats up by 1. Here comes Hoskins in a hurry. Carter from way out downtown. Missed that one. Rebound tipped out and right into the hands of Hurt of Bowling Green. Here comes Banks with it. He'll take it to the bucket. Put it up over Carter and in. 6-5. Our first lead change. Bowling Green up by 1. Here come the Tomcats with the basketball. Xander Carter will go against Deuce Bailey in backcourt. Love that name. Carter will bring it across the line with a left-handed dribble. Angle it toward the near side. Look for a high pick and roll. Nothing there. In the corner, Lalone will try that three. He'll rim it in and out and back in. 8-6. Tomcats with our second lead change. Here comes Banks. Banks to Bailey. Bailey drives in. Goes in the corner to Carpenter. Carpenter back out on front. And he'll give it to Hurt. Hurt with it on the far side. Looking. He's in trouble over there. And the Tomcat defense really up in him. Gets it now to Carpenter. Carpenter goes into the lane. We got a whistle and a pushing foul on Ashland. 5:02 to go.
Trying to stop the drive to the paint, to the bucket.
Lalone will pick up his first. Ashland leads at 8-6 here with 5:02 to go. Can't get that to work.
No, they're running behind me down here all week. There you go.
There we go. Got the stat sheet up now. Inbounds to Banks. Banks goes down low to Hurt. Taken away by Carter. First turnover of the game. Carter's going to go inline to inline. Lalone for 3 more. Get there, and it did. Back. Golly. 11-6. Tomcats enjoy their biggest lead at 5. Lalone's hot. Getting the ball, fellas. You know the routine. Bailey with it out front. He looks, goes down into the paint, pushes off. No good. Rebounded by Lalone. Up floor at Smith. Smith's going to outrun Carpenter to the hole. Put it up. Carpenter blocked it from behind. And it's rebounded by Hurt and now to Banks. Banks will bring it across the line for Bowling Green. He'll stop top of the key. Right side now to Carpenter. Carpenter to the baseline, puts it up and in.
Game plan right now from Sherrill's taking it right to us.
11-8. Bowling Green driving it in the lane. The Tomcats up 3, 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. Carter will bring it across the 10-second stripe against Bailey. Cats run the wheel. As Carter dribbling out front, he'll fake right, go left, go down into the paint. He'll take it off the glass. It won't go. Comes off there to Idlet. Idlet in a hurry now to Carpenter. Carpenter down the lane. He'll lay it up and in. They go from one end to the other. 4 straight for the Purples, and they've cut the Tomcat lead to 1. It's 11-10. Here comes Drew Smith with it out front for the Cats. He's guarded by Carpenter. Smith far side to Carter. Hoskins for 3. It won't go, and it's rebounded by Idlet. Idlet in a hurry. He'll take it down that right wing. Give it now to Banks. Banks will penetrate against Hoskins. Take him into the paint. Falls up, falls in, throws it up. It's gonna go. Rebound Hoskins. 3:20 to go in the first. We're off and running. 11-10. Here comes Caleb Clark. Inside out now to Lalone. Ashland up 11-10. Lalone directing traffic out front. Tomcats spread the floor a little bit over to Carter. Bowling Green still man-to-man, straight away to Clark. Now back to Carter. Carter will blow by his defender, take it to the bucket, lay it in. It won't count. I think he got fouled on the floor. That's probably a good call.
Yeah, it was on the floor. He was cradling that basketball like a little baby, I can tell you that. Wasn't nobody going to take that away from him.
No, Banks picks up the foul. Wardlow checks in for Bowling Green, as does Davis. We didn't see him on Wednesday, nor did we see him when we played him before. All right, Ashland basketball. Smith trying to get it in, lobs it way out front to Hoskins. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Ashland up by 1, 11-10. Ryan Bonner directing traffic, looks over to Xander Carter, and he'll relay it to the rest of his club. Double teamed and trapped. Lalone for 3 more. Yeah, buddy. He's got 3 of those bad boys. Get him the ball, fellas.
He's hot.
14-10. He's hotter than a pistol. 2:40 to go. Here comes Carpenter. Carpenter into the paint. Stops, lost the basketball. It's dead on the floor and dripped out of there by Hoskins. Hoskins ahead to Smith. Lalone. Will he shoot it? No. He'll go down low. Wide open Clark, and he let it go through his hands and out of bounds. First Tomcat turnover of the night, but here is the break at 2:27 to go in the first. It's Ashland 14 and Bowling Green 10 here on Cat Sports.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Give your walls the best finish possible with Pittsburgh's Paramount Interior Paint and Primer in 1. It provides the most advanced protection, excellent scrubbability, and delivers true one-coat coverage. Choose from thousands of color options and refresh your space for spring. View our entire selection of paint products today on Menards.com. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for plenty more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
2:27 to go. We're in the first quarter. Ashland leads at 14-10 behind the hot shooting of Tyson Lalone. He's got 11 of Ashland's 14 and 3 threes. He's feeling it today, fellas. Getting the basketball. And I'm sure that's what Xander Carter and Ryan Bonner and Brian LeMaster have said. Get him the ball, fellas.
As long as he's got the hot hand, 4 for 4, 11 points. Tomcats about 5 of 10 here in the late in the first quarter, shooting 50%.
They just got to stop Bowling Green from
Bowling Green's
going downhill.
Bowling Green's got 10 points in the paint.
Yeah.
And right before the timeout, Bonner looked at everybody and said, "Quit giving up layups." And he didn't whisper.
No, he didn't. He mattered away to win it.
He did not whisper.
Ryan's a little mad, and we played better defense in that. We just got to stop them. Bowling Green's good. They're quick as any team around.
But he knows that. He told you that on the interview.
Yeah. Here comes Wardlow, the 6-foot senior. Angles it right side, bounces on that right side to Davis. Davis out front, now to Carpenter. Carpenter against Smith. Ashland man-to-man, looking, pivoting around, loses his dribble. Gives it to Idlet. Idlet down into the paint. Inside out now to Wardlow. Wardlow against Carter. Puts it up. Blocked. And, ooh.
That's late.
That's a bad call. First foul on Xander Carter, and that'll put Wardlow at the foul line to shoot two. He's pretty much automatic. 82% for the year. Bowling Green's a very good shooting team. 54% from the field, 46% from behind the arc, and 72% from the line. And Wardlow with 11-point average will get a couple. First one's up, good. 14-11. Ashland up by 2:03 to go. Banks back in, as is Hurt for Bowling Green. If you keep Banks on the sideline for a while, it wouldn't hurt me, DG.
He's not going to.
I know. Braylon Banks is
Not
a
that
player.
guy.
Woodlow shot up, been and rattled out. Rebounded by Hoskins, now to Carter. Bowling Green's going to press, 2-2-1. Hoskins in backcourt, over to Carter. He'll run it up the far sideline, in the corner, alone, open for three. Got it! He's drilling them, baby. 17-11. The Cats exchange 3 for 1 and up by 6. 1:45 to go. Get him a ball, fellas. Here comes Hurt. He's going to drive into that paint, looking for help. Backs out to Wardlow. Wardlow will take it into the paint. Knocked away by Smith. Turnover BG. Here come the Cats. To Hoskins. He pulls up a 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebounded by Bowling Green. The outlet pass comes to Banks. Banks in a hurry. Up floor to Bailey. Bailey loses it to Wardlow. He'll put it up. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to Ashland. 1:19 to go in the period. Ashland leads it 17-11. Here comes Elijah Neal, the 6'1 sophomore, in for Drew Smith. I'll tell you, this is one game where we really miss Cam Davis. He is just
he said that on the break.
He's just so good defensively, and he can stop those drive penetrations, and we just miss him. Here's Neal in backcourt to Carter, back to Neal. Runs it into forecourt to Clark, down the lane, puts it in. 19-11. Ashland enjoys their biggest lead at 8. Here comes Bowling Green, a minute to go in the quarter. Out front is Banks. Banks gives it to Bailey. Bailey right side now to Wardlow. Wardlow looking down the lane, gives it to Hurt. We're at 52 seconds. Out front it comes to Banks. Banks makes his move. Tomcats goes to Bailey. Down the lane he'll go. He'll miss a shot, but he'll get fouled by Caleb Clark. Clark will pick up his first. And that will put Bailey at the foul line. Is a 63% free throw shooter. Ashland leads it 19-11. Bailey has not scored today. The 6' senior averages 8 points a game. Deuce Bailey up. He's good. Carpenter checks back in for Bowling Green, and out will go Davis. One more for Bailey. Cut the Tomcat lead down to 6. Bailey a couple of dribbles, spins it on its way, good again. 19-13, out goes Bailey, and back in comes Idlet, the 6' senior. Clark will put it in. Bowling Green back in their 2-2-1 full court zone trap. Bring it into Elijah Neal. Neal, the sophomore, now to Carter. Bowling Green backs down as Carter goes to work on Banks. Down the lane he'll go. He'll stop. Free throw line jumper bouncing out. Not getting any second chances. Bowling Green's killing us on the board. Here comes Hurt. Hurt will give it to Carpenter, to Bailey, to Banks. Banks down to the baseline. Back out on top now to Carpenter. Swing it near side to Hurt. Hurt's got it in the corner to Wardlow. Wardlow's going to take it into the paint. Spin against Neal. Put it up. Missed it. Rebound Tomcats. Here comes Neal. 14 seconds. Got the numbers. 3 on 2. Neal inside out to Carter. Down the lane. Lays it up and in.
Vintage Carter.
21-13. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Here's Banks with it. Long 3 at the horn. No good. We're at the end of 1. We got 24 more to play, but the first 8 gone pretty good. It's Ashland 21. Bowling Green 13. We'll be back in a moment here on Cat Sports.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime. No matter the make or model, from minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland leads it at the end of one, 21-13, equals their biggest lead of the morning. Here in this first quarterfinal game of the day, Tomcats still not got to get better on the defensive end. We're a good defensive ball club, have been all year, but we just can't stop their penetration, and somehow we're going to have to do it. The only way I know to do it is play a zone, and I don't think we'd want to do that. But that's me. Well, what's the stats look like, sir?
Right now, the Cats shooting 53%, 8 of 15. Bowling Green, 45%, 5 of 11. Still, we're catching up with them on the points in the paint. They've got 10, we've got 6. And
how bad's the rebounding?
Turnovers, we've only turned it over one time in the quarter.
How bad's the rebounding?
Rebounding, it's even at 7.
That's hard to believe. I thought they
all
owned
defensive rebounds, none offensively. 7 for them, 7 for the Cats.
We're getting one shot, and that's it. Bowling Green has it to start the second 8. It's Carpenter will run the point out front, guarded by Lalone. He comes near side to Banks, back over to Carpenter. He'll penetrate. There he goes. Baseline, double team trap. Gives to Hurt. The trailer puts it up and in. Somehow we got to stop that crap. 21-15. Inbounds Elijah Neal. Neal bring it up against the pressure of Bowling Green. Brings it across the timeline. Bounce high post to Carter. Carter fakes right, goes left. Near side now to Caleb Clark. Clark gives it back to Carter. Reset the offense at 7:25 to go in the half. Lalone left side to Neal. Neal in the wing, looks things over, looks for a cutter. He'll take it to the lane himself. Give it now to Caleb Clark. He'll spin, he'll turn, he'll put it up and in. 23-15, Ashland back out by 8. Here comes Bowling Green with it. Right side it goes to Bailey. Bailey now to Hurt. Hurt around the arc to the right side, guarded by Carter. Gives it to Carpenter. Carpenter at the free throw line, penetrates inside out. Hurt will try a 3. It's in and out, no. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. Cats running. Here comes Neal, 3-on-2. Neal down the lane. Whoops, nearly bobbles it, throws it away. Basketball loose, turnover Ashland. Here comes Bowling Green. Down the lane, putting it up and in is Carpenter. He's got 6, 3-17. Down the lane, the trailer, Elijah Neal puts his shot up, gets it blocked away out of bounds. And it'll stay with Ashland. Drew Smith will come in for the Cats with 6:35 to go in the half. Ashland up by 6. Out will go Elijah Neal. Tomcats lead it by 6. Smith will put it in play underneath his bucket, far side to Lalone. He's got the hot hand. Give it to Hoskins. Hoskins near side to Smith. Wheel it around to Lalone. He's got the hot hand. Loses it. Ball's down. Got pushed. Another Tomcat turnover. Bowling Green down floor. Here's Bailey. He has it knocked away. Good steal by Hoskins. Here come the Cats the other way. Carter's got it up the near sideline. He penetrates behind the back dribble, down the lane, double pumps it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 6:13 to go in a half. Ashland leads 23-17. And let's see who the official is going to call this one on. It's going to be on Hurt. That is his first. It'll be Xander Carter at the line to shoot 2. His first trip to the foul line today. 69% free throw shooter. For the Cats is the 6'6 senior. Elijah Neal will check in after the first free throw. Tomcats down to a 6-man rotation. Stretch it maybe to Justin Hughes. He might be able to help us in certain situations. He's all right. Out will go Lalone. He'll get a breather.
He won't be out long.
No, not with 4 threes.
14 points, no.
Carter gives the Cats a 7-point lead and trying to make it 8 again, and does so. 25-17. Cats back out by 8. Here comes Bowling Green with the basketball. It'll be Banks across the line. Tomcats going to play man-to-man. Banks will set up at the top of the key, angle it toward the right side, give and go down the lane to Hurt, puts it up. Clark blocked it back in his face. Good job by Caleb. Rebounded Drew Smith. Here comes Smitty with the basketball across the line in a hurry. He's going to stop, give it to Carter. Cats up 8, 5:45 to go in the half. Xander dribbling out front, the high pick and roll from Hoskins. Here roll left, roll to the free throw line jumper. No, rebounded by Odley. Here comes Bowling Green with the basketball and Carpenter in a hurry. Carpenter down the lane, he'll go. Double pump it up and in. Golly. There you go. Penetrate. 8 for Carpenter, make it 25-19. Ashland by 6. Drew Smith with it out front. 5:20 to go in the half. Smith fakes, has it knocked away from behind, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tomcats. With 5:17 to go here in the first half. Carter will put it in play in front of the Bowling Green bench in forecourt. In will come Wardlow for Bowling Green, and out. Didn't you? They didn't take Banks out. Doggone it. Inbounds Hoskins now to Carter. Carter will spin around the screen set by Hoskins. Come back out to midcourt. Cross court now to Hoskins. In the corner to Smith. Drew looking. Puts it on the floor and back out to Caleb Clark. Clark will stand, look around. Swing it to the near side to Hoskins. Ashland up by 6. Inside 5 minutes to go in the half. Give and go to Smith and now to Elijah Neal. Neal looking for Carter, who's got it now to top of the key and over to Hoskins. Hoskins back to Neal. Looks down low, can't get it to him. In the corner to Smith. He'll drive in the paint. Inside out to Neal. In the corner now to Carter at 4:50. Carter drives that right baseline. He'll get double teamed and back it back out. In the corner, here goes Clark to the bucket. Stuffs it. Caleb Clark slams it home. Cats back out by 8, 27-19. Here comes Bowling Green. Carpenter with it. We can't stop this cat. He's going crazy. He's got to lay up again, but he missed it. Rebounded by Clark. The outlet to Carter. Cats up by 8. Carter in a hurry. He's going to take it to the goal. Spins, turns inside out. Now to Clark. Clark to Hoskins, but he went over and back. That's a Tomcat turnover.
Yeah, but you can't fault the hustle, though.
4 Tomcat turnovers. We only average 5.5 a game. We've already got 4 today.
It's just the way the first half's going for these teams, up and down.
It's a fast pace. A track meet.
And both coaches told us in the interview room that's what they were going to do. And they're going to slow this bad boy down.
27-19, Ashland by 8. Here comes Banks. Banks around the arc. There he drives it to the hole. Spins inside out. Takes the shot. Misses. Rebound by Hurt. Up. Misses. Rebound Carter. 4 minutes to go in the half. Ashland by 8. Neal ahead to Hoskins. Long 3. Yeah!
Money!
Oh, switch that bad boy. Cats by 11. Their biggest 30-19. Here comes Carpenter now to Banks. Man, that was way out.
Yeah, it was deep. It was in the
right
parking
side.
lot.
And Bowling Green wants a timeout. D.G. Sherrill's seen enough. 3:47 to go in the half. It's Ashland 30. Bowling Green 19. We'll return in a moment here on Cat Sports.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and our newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
Now back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Bowling Green has it. Wardlow brings it into Banks. Banks has got it. Now to Wardlow. Backdoor and the ball knocked away. Loose on the floor. Dug out of there and out of bounds it'll go. And last touch for the Tomcats, Clark. It'll stay with Bowling Green. 3:35 to go in the first half. Ashland leads it 30-19.
That went off Clark's nose.
Hit him right square.
He's making sure it ain't bleeding.
No, he's not bleeding.
He got hit hard, too.
Yeah, he did. He's wiping it off. He's a tough kid, as all these Tomcats are, but he'll be all right. Let's play ball. Banks will put it in play underneath his Buccaneer side for the Purples of Bowling Green. Now Wardlow will try it. Now Banks. Banks looking. He better hurry. Lobs it way out front to Carpenter. Carpenter will take it to the hole again. Spins, goes up, fouled by Xander Carter. That's his second. He's going to have to come out and rest.
He got hit in the gut.
He got hit right in the gut. Little wind blowing out of him. So he's going to have to come. 3:32 to go in a half. Carter picks up his second. At the line will be Carpenter to shoot two. He's a 63% free throw shooter, but he has 8 points today. Brian and Ryan, the Tomcat coaches, talking things over. Leave him or take him out?
Well, they're debating.
Yeah, they are. They're going to take him out. Got to. Carpenter up, good. 30-20, Ashland by 10. Out will come Carter, and in will go Elijah Neal. So the Cats are going to have to depend on the ball handling of Neal and Smith now, and that's fine. Faced this situation before. One more for Carpenter. He's having a big day. He's got 10 points with that made free throw. 30-21, Ashland by 9. 3.5 to go. Inbound Smith. Bowling Green not trapping now as Smith will bring it across the 10-second stripe. Angles it toward the right, gives to Lalone. Lalone to Neal in the wing. Out front to Clark. Clark against Wardlow. Goes to Smith over in the corner. Back out on top to Clark. 3:10 to go in the half. Ashland up by 9. Now to Elijah Neal. Neal with it out front. Puts it on the floor. Back and forth across the UK logo. He'll go. Give it to Lalone. Lalone gets fouled out front. No call. Spins, turns. Ball knocked away. Turnover Ashland. Bowling Green the other way. Down the lane goes Bailey, and he gets fouled going to the hole. And I think it was Drew Smith that got him. Yep. His first. Timeout on the floor. We got 2:56 to go in the first half. It's Ashland 30, Bowling Green 21 here on Cat Sports.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit ToyotaofAshland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137. Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
2:56 to go here in the first half. Ashland leads at 30-21. Bailey will be at the foul line to shoot two. Tomcats playing without Xander Carter. He's on the bench with 2 fouls. Ashland's been whistled for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fouls. Bowling Green for 2. Bailey will be at the line. He's 2 of 2 from there today. His only points coming from the charity stripe. Love that name, Deuce Bailey. Just like that. I don't know why. Just do.
Each team has a certain player with a certain name.
Yeah.
Nickname, first name.
Good crowd here at Rupp Arena, all except for the Ashland fans. They didn't show up again today. Bands here, cheerleaders, administration, radio guys, coaches, players.
Bowling Green a longer drive, and they've got us outnumbered big time.
Yeah. At the line, Bailey will get 2. Free throw up, good. Ashland has attempted 2 free throws, hit them both. Bowling Green has now attempted 2, 4, 7, and this will be their 8th. What's that tell you? Bailey up, missed that one. Rebounded by Caleb Clark. Cats by 8, with 2:50 to go. Elijah Neal brings it across the line. Out runs Bailey into forecourt. Now to Smith, to Clark. Clark's got it out front. Around the arc goes to Lalone. Lalone looking back to Smith. He's open for a 3. Drills it. No, it just came out. Rebounded by Carpenter. Here comes Bowling Green down by 8 to Bailey. Bailey down the lane. Inside out to Carpenter. He'll take it down the lane. Lay it up. Backs out to the UK Lobo, gives to Carter at 14. Carter is going to be guarded by Banks. They set a pick, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Carter with a long 3. It's way short. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey up floor. A half-court shot by Banks is no good. At the end of one half of play, Ashland leads it. It's the Tomcats 33 and Bowling Green 29. We'll be back in a moment here on Cat Sports.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want you to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank. Located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
It's time for the halftime report. Let's head back to the arena for a recap of the first half on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
At the end of one half of play, the Tomcats lead at 33-29. There have been no ties in this one. A couple of league changes. Bowling Green's biggest lead was that of 1 at 6-5. Ashland regained the lead and led by as many as 11 in that first half, 30-19, before Bowling Green went on a 10-3 tear to end the half and has cut the Tomcat lead down to 4 at 33-29. Ashland outscored Bowling Green 21-13 in the first quarter. Got outscored by the Purples 16-12 in the second, but still hang on to a 4-point lead here at half. It's Ashland 33 and Bowling Green 29. I'm sure Ryan Bonner back in the dressing room right now is having a heyday about our defense.
Especially inside the paint.
Yeah, our defense is usually really, really good. Two factors to that. We've got to cut them off. And the second is Bowling Green is so fast and so quick that, sometimes they dribble around us, so we got to get better help.
Well, they got 29 points on the scoreboard, and 20 of those are inside the paint.
There you go.
We're just not stopping the dribble drive to the hoop.
Nope. 33-29, Ashland leads it. Ken will be back with our first half stats in just a moment. Stay with us here on Cat Sports.
Big flavors, big savings, and top-notch quality only at Food Fair. Food Fair is excited to announce 3 new signature brands. Food Club brings families together with delicious, high-quality meals without the name brand price. Craven Flavors satisfies your cravings with bold, mouth-watering snacks, pizzas, and sweet treats. And Simply Done makes life easier with household essentials that get the job done right. Visit Food Fair today and enjoy the quality and savings in every aisle. Foodfairmarkets.com.
Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is holding a clearance sale. 2024 Ram cargo vans save up to $10,000 off. Get a 24 Ram during truck month. Get a 24 Ram 3500 dually, save up to $12,000 off. 24 Ram 2500 crew cab, save $12,000 off. Cars under $10,000, thanks to help, all kinds of credit, and all inspected. Go to the best place to buy a used car by you. Limited 90-day 3,000-mile warranty, top-rated customer service located at Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio, and Route 7 and Royal Cliff Road, Pomeroy, Ohio. Sale ends March 31st.
This is Clay at Pollux, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollux is the name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollux at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at polluxjewelers.com.
Are you or a loved one dealing with a slow-to-heal wound? Bluegrass Wound Care in Ashland is a private practice specializing in advanced treatments to help your wounds heal faster and more effectively. Their wide range of progressive healing techniques have proven results with no referral required. Call today to schedule an appointment and be seen the same week. Any wounds, any age, don't wait. Get the care you deserve today. Call Bluegrass Wound Care at 606-325-6493. McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and their newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
You're listening to the Halftime Report on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
And welcome back, everybody, to the UK Healthcare Sweet 16. The quarterfinals are upon us in the first game this morning. Ashland down at the break 33-29. As Ryan Bonner was going to the locker room for the Tomcats, he looked at one of his assistants and was still giving up layups, and we got to stop it. And sprinted into the Tomcat locker room. Scoring in the first half for Bowling Green. Deuce Bailey has 3 points. Braylon Banks has 4. Caden Carpenter's got 12. Luke Idlett with 5. Joe Hurt 2. And Jace Wardlow with 3. Again, for Bowling Green, Bailey's got 3 points. Braylon Banks 4. Carpenter has 12. Idlett with 5 and Hurt with 2. Wardlow with 3. For the Ashland Tomcats, Xander Carter had to sit there early when he committed those 2 fouls. Xander was 7 points. Tyson Lalone's got 14. Preston Hoskins with 3. Drew Smith 3. Caleb Clark has 6. Again, for the Tomcats, Xander's got 7. Tyson Lalone 14. Preston Hoskins has 3. Drew Smith 3. Smitty with 3 points. And Caleb Clark has 6. Shooting by period in the first quarter, Bowling Green was 5-11 for 45.5%. High Coach Tackett. From three-point land, 0 of 1. And from the free throw line, they shot 75%. 3 of 4. In the second quarter, they shot 6 of 12 from the field, 50%. Downtown Tripletown, 1 for 2 for 50%, and they shot 3 or 4 free throws for 75%. The Tomcats in the first quarter shot 8 of 15, 53.3%. Three-point land, 5 of 9 for 55.6%, and they shot no free throws in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they were 4 of 11 for 36.4%. Three-point land, 2 of 5 for 40%, and from the free throw line, there were 2 of 2. The Bowling Green Purples, 11 of 23 shooting in the first half, 47.8%, and the Tomcats shot 12 of 26 for 46.2%. We're at halftime, and Ashland and Bowling Green in their respective locker rooms. As soon as I say that, the Tomcats come out. Leading the way, number 1, Xander Carter. Back in a moment on Cat Sports, on Schoolboy Cat Sports.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want our customers to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the better bank. Located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
(33-29). Tomcats lead it here at halftime. And Kent told you, points in the paint are killing us. Bowling Green's outscored us 20-10. They just dribble, they drive, they penetrate. We don't have an answer for them right now, but I'm sure Ryan Bonner and the staff has hopefully come up with some type of answer, because we're going to have to stop that stuff right now.
Well, that's why it is what it is.
Yep.
I mean, it's right on the screen. Points in the paint, 20 out of 29.
Both teams are shooting it good. 48% for Bowling Green, 46% for Ashland. Tomcats hitting 50% behind the arc. Bowling Green 1 of 3. Free throws a little uneven. 6 of 8 for Bowling Green. Ashland 2 of 2. Rebounding, and Tomcats are out rebounding them, which I didn't think they would be. 15-13. They got beat by 12 rebounds the first time we played them, and of course, we didn't shoot the three very well either. We only hit 4 of 20. Today we are 7 of 14. So I don't know if we can continue that towards shooting behind the three-point arc, but if Malone stays hot, which he is, with 14 points and he's 4 of 5 behind the arc, we'll be okay. We got to keep Xander out of foul trouble. He's got 2. That's the bottom line. Tomcats are back out on the floor, down to our left, dressed in white. Bowling Green in purple. The purples. Down to our right. Pretty good crowd on here on this Friday turning into afternoon for this first quarterfinal matchup.
A lot of people do a half a day on Fridays, don't they?
Yes, sir. Second game we'll have South Oldham at 30-5 against J-Town at 27-6. Winner of this one and the winner of that one will play tomorrow at 11 in the upper bracket semifinal.
Rebounds were kind of even in a way. Bowling Green had 13 total, 12 defensively. The Ashland Tomcats had 15 total and 13 defensive rebounds.
Nothing hurting us but the dribble drive.
That was it.
They're absolutely just driving us to craziness. And I know it's pulling the hair out for Coach Bonner and LeMaster and Nick Miller and Tyler Dodson and Cole Villers.
Well, they all know that that's not Tomcat defense.
No.
It hasn't been all year. That's not what got him here.
No.
And the thing is, Dickie, it's too easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's too easy. Bowling Green's having their way inside that blue paint. And it has to end now.
Now. Right now. We can't really play zone because of Idlet's potential three-point shooting. He's got 90 three-pointers on the year, and he drilled one there when we got into the zone. So Bowling Green's as quick as anybody we've seen. We played them earlier, of course, back on February 1st, and Bardstown was quick this year. Played a lot of quick basketball teams, but I think Bowling Green's probably the quickest and the fastest. They just got great athletes, that's all I can tell you.
And they always have.
Yeah.
And they got a good coach.
And it shows not only on the hardwood here, but it shows on the football field. I mean, they win state championships in football.
Yeah.
Because they're so quick.
Well, it's just a class act program, and DG makes sure it stays that way.
For the Cats, it'll be Hoskins and Carter, Smith, Clark, and Lalone in the Cats all-white uniforms as Xander Carter gathers them around right there at the top of the key, and they get ready to play. For Bowling Green, it'll be Idlet and Banks, Carpenter, Hurt, and Bailey. Tomcat basketball, so we start the third 8. 1 half a basketball to go to get us to the state semifinals tomorrow. Make it happen, Tomcats. Play like Tomcats. Hoskins inbounds to Carter. Carter will bring it across the line, give it to Hoskins. Near side it goes now to Smith. Smith out to Xander Carter. Bowling Green still man-to-man. Banks is going to try and guard him, and Carter just coughs it up. 6 Tomcat turnovers today. Way too many. Well, not way too many, but we got to stop that too. Idlet will throw up a 3. He'll miss it, and they say Lalone fouled him. Second foul on Lalone, and that'll put Idlet at the line, and he'll shoot 3. And he's a 76% free throw shooter. That hurts to get things started.
Especially with barely a minute gone in the quarter.
Idlet's first is good. Cuts the lead down to 3 at 33-30. 2 more can get it down to a mere point. Ashland led it 30-19. It's 11-3 run. Make it 12-3 run. And this one will get them to within 1. Idlet up, and it missed. Rebounded by Hoskins. Hoskins headed up floor for the Tomcats in backcourt. Gives to Carter. Cats by 2. We've played 30 seconds of the third. Here comes Carter across the line straight away. Stands on top of the UK logo. Bounces right side to Caleb Clark. He's at the elbow. Clark gives to Hoskins. Open for a straightaway 3. Got it! It's a way to drill that bad boy. 36-31. Ashland by 5. And there goes Bailey the other way. He'll spin, turn, drive, put it in, and get fouled. Doggone it.
It's quick.
Foul on Caleb Clark, his second. Golly. Just can't stop him on the dribble drive. Can't stop him. 36-33. Ashland lead at 3. Banks can get 3 on this end the hard way and cut the lead back down to 2. Deuce Bailey up. He missed it. Rebounded by Clark. Cats up by 3, and with the basketball, here comes Clark. Ahead it goes to Smitty. Smith's got it on that right wing, and he'll back it back out. He'll dribble it through the UK logo to the near side. Directing traffic out front is the junior point guard, right side to Hoskins. Hoskins gives it now to Carter. He'll try a long one. It's no good. Rebounded by Hoskins. Hasn't knocked the... Ooh. They'll give that to Bowling Green. I thought the Purples were the last to get it, but not. Here comes Banks. Bowling Green down 3. Has the ball. Here comes Banks around the arc to the near side. They tried to dribble. They cut him off. Then he goes back, puts it up, missed it. Rebound Hoskins. Crescent's having a good game. He gets fouled and knocked around in backcourt. Ball basketball loose, out of bounds. Belongs to Ashland. A little rough there. A lot rough, to be honest with you, in my opinion. Tomcat basketball as Ashland leads it 36-33. Clark will put it in play for the Cats underneath the Bowling Green bucket. The junior slaps and looks to Smith and brings it into him. Smith ahead to Hoskins. Hoskins in backcourt, back over to Smith. Smith will drive it across a 10-second stripe. He'll throw up a 3 of his own. He missed it. It rimmed out. Rebounded by Hurt. Here comes Bowling Green with it in a hurry. Banks up into Bailey. Bailey down the lane. Lays it up and in. We got no answer, fellas.
Yeah, he's killing us.
36-35. Bowling Green's trimmed the lead to 1.
All day
6
for
minutes.
the Purples.
Yep. Can't stop that dribble drive. Here comes Carter with it. He'll go around the arc to the right side. Drive into the paint. Take it to the far corner. Take it back into the paint. He'll double it up. Got it and got fouled. The N1 for Xander Carter.
Yeah, he was just being patient until he made his move.
Foul on Hurt, his second. Xander will go to the line to try and complete the 3 the hard way with Ashland up by 3 at 38-35. It's 2 of 2 from the foul line today is Xander Carter. Elijah Neal in. Drew Smith out for the Tomcats. It's up. Missed it. Too hard. Coming out. Rebounded though by Neal. He gets tied up. Picked up by Clark and out to Neal. Neal will penetrate. Here's Xander for 3. Yes, sir. 41-35. Cats up 6 with 5.5 to go.
That'll get Z going.
Here comes Carpenter. There they go, driving into the paint. He lost it out of bounds. Got a break. 5 Bowling Green turnovers with 5.5 to go. Ashland leads it by 6. We're in the third quarter.
This one you got to take advantage of the turnover. Get down the floor and get another.
Get some points off those turnovers. Out goes
3-pointer.
Hurt, and in goes Wardlow. Carter will walk it up the near sideline against Wardlow. Back and forth he'll come. Now he'll penetrate. He'll go inside. Wide open. Caleb Clark got an easy one.
The assist from Xander Carter.
Ashland by 8, 43-35. 5 minutes to play. We're in the third. Here's Banks out front to Bailey. Bailey against Ashland's man-to-man. Near side to Banks. Back to Bailey. Bailey will stand and hold it. He'll give it to Banks and back to Bailey. Bailey will push, shove, go to the bucket, get it, and get fouled again. Good. What can you do? Caleb Clark picks up his third.
Good players make good players make good plays, and he's showing it today.
Bailey's got the and one try here. He's cut the Tomcat lead to 6 at 43-37. 4:56 to go in the third. Banks, a 69% free throw shooter, is 3 of 5. He missed it. Make him 3 of 6. We'll take the miss. Rebound Hoskins to Carter. Back to Hoskins. Hoskins sets, goes down the wing to Lalone. Lalone will penetrate, drive that baseline through the lane, and deflected away out of bounds. It will stay with Ashland. In goes Drew Smith, and out will go Caleb Clark with his 3 fouls. 4:44 left to go here in the third. Ashland up by 6. Elijah Neal will put it in play for the Cats. Bowling Green still man-to-man. Inbounds it comes to Lalone. Lalone cross court to Carter. Carter will drive that baseline. He'll lay it up and in and get fouled. Yes, sir, count it. Got him in the head from behind. And the foul is going to be on Banks, his second. Carter will go on the line to get 3 the hard way. It's 45-37, Ashland by 8. Shot by Carter, good. 46-37, Ashland by 9. Wardlow inbounds to Banks. Banks and Bailey, they've killed us today, as has Carpenter, to be honest with you. Here comes Banks around the arc to the near side. Looks things over on the dribble. In the corner now to Carpenter. Out front it goes to Wardlow. Wardlow fakes, gives it to Banks. Banks will pull it up from the free throw line. He'll miss it. Rebounded by Carter. Cats by 9 with the basketball. 4:15 to go. Carter going to go coast to coast. Backs it out. Looks for help. In the corner now to Lalone. Long 3. Missed it. Rebounded by Elijah Neal. Great job by Neal. Down the lane. He'll throw it away. Carter couldn't come up with it. Down the lane goes Carpenter. He'll lay it up and in. 46-39. Ryan Bonner pulling his hair out. Can't stop the dribble penetration. 3:59 to go in the third. Ashland leads at 46-39. We'll be back in a moment here on Cat Sports.
This is Clay at Pollux, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollux is the name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollux at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at polluxjewelers.com.
Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is holding a clearance sale. 2024 Ram cargo vans save up to $10,000 off. Get a 24 Ram during Truck Month. Get a 24 Ram 3500 dually, save up to $12,000 off. 24 Ram 2500 crew cab, save $12,000 off. Cars under $10,000, thanks to help all kinds of credit and all inspected. Go to the best place to buy a used car by you. Limited 90-day 3,000-mile warranty, top-rated customer service located at Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio, and Route 7 and Laurel Cliff Road, Pomeroy, Ohio. Sale ends March 31st.
Now back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Tomcats leading 46-39 over the Bowling Green Purples. We got midway through the third quarter. As Bowling Green calls a timeout, I think D.G. Sherrill's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure he's going to call that timeout purposely to throw a little wrench into things here. For the Cats, it'll be Neal, Carter, Lalone, Hoskins, and Smith. Caleb Clark on the bench with 3 fouls. Carter's got 2. Lalone's got 2. Hertz got 2 for Bowling Green, as does Banks. Basically, both teams in a 6-man rotation. We've seen Wardlow from Bowling Green off the bench and Neal off the bench for Ashland. Tomcat basketball when play resumes. The Cats in white tonight. Well, it's not night, is it? No, it's not. Lalone runs a baseline, brings it into Xander Carter. Carter now to Neal. Neal will go against Carpenter. Back and forth he'll come. The sophomore brings it across the line, bounces right side to Xander Carter. Carter fakes, goes into the paint, spins down the lane, put it up, got it and got fouled. Count that bad boy. He's taking over.
That's what he did in another game in the second half.
Bailey picks up his first.
15 points, still playing with those 2 fouls, 3 rebounds.
48-39, Ashland by 9. Out goes Banks and Carpenter. Back in come Davis, who we saw sparingly, and Wardlow. Xander Carter at the line, trying to get 3 the hard way. Put the Cats up in double digits with 3:45 to go here in the third. The 6'6 senior, Liberty Flame, puts it up, missed it. Doggone, he's only 3 of 5 from the foul line today. Here comes Wardlow. Wardlow goes down to the baseline, gives it to Davis, out front to Banks. Banks guarded by Carter. He'll back it out to the UK logo on the dribble at 3.5. Gives to Idlet. Idlet down the lane, puts it up. He missed it, but he'll get fouled. I don't know who that was on.
Xander hit the floor after the play. It ain't on him.
Smith, his second. And that'll put Idlet at the foul line, and he will shoot 2. He's 2 of 3 from there today. Ashland leading by 9, 48-39, 3:26 to go. We're in the third quarter. Idlet is senior, as is all this Bowling Green team, basically. Idlet up, good. 48-40, Cats by 8. One more for Idlet. Up and good again. 48-41, Ashland by 7. Bowling Green will shoot the bonus from here on out in this quarter. Here comes Carter. He'll go against Bailey, man on man, brings him across the line on the near side. They set the double high pick. He'll take it to the elbow, give it to Neal. Neal with the basketball, gives it off to Lalone. Lalone with it out front, looking, near side now to Neal. Neal will penetrate, go into the paint, throw the shot up. Good.
That was tough.
Good bucket from Elijah Neal, 50-41.
Had a body right on him.
9-point Ashland lead. Here comes Banks. There he goes into the lane again. Spins, turns, and puts it in.
Mercy.
He's fast. 50-43, Ashland by 7. 2:40 to go, left in the third, and here we are with Carter. Backs his way across the timeline. Stands and dribbles out in midcourt. Guarded by Banks, makes his move. He'll go all the way to the hole, lay it up, miss it. Had a gimme and missed it. Rebounded by her to Bowling Green and up to Wardlow. Wardlow will penetrate. He'll go down into the paint. He'll lay it up, and he'll make it.
Just can't stop him in the paint.
50-45, Ashland lead at 5, and here comes Neal, 2:19. He'll go to the bucket. He'll lay it up, get it blocked away out of bounds, and get fouled. We'll take the foul. Foul is going to be on Davis, his first. 2:16 to go in the third. Ashland leads it 50-45. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us here on Cat Sports.
Are you or a loved one dealing with a slow-to-heal wound? Bluegrass Wound Care in Ashland is a private practice specializing in advanced treatments to help your wounds heal faster and more effectively. Their wide range of progressive healing techniques have proven results with no referral required. Call today to schedule an appointment and be seen the same week. Any wounds, any age, don't wait. Get the care you deserve today. Call Bluegrass Wound Care at 606-325-6493.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
We got 2:16 to go here in the third. Ashland leads it 50-45 over Bowling Green in their first quarterfinal game of the day. It'll be Elijah Neal, the 6'1 sophomore, to toe the line for two. Elijah hadn't been to the foul line much, but when he's been there, he's been very efficient, 79%. For the Tomcats, it'll be Carter, Lalone, Hoskins, Smith, and Neal. Clark on the bench with his 3 fouls. As the horn sounds. Game 2, South Oldham will take on Jeffersontown. Elijah Neal, the sophomore, to toe the line for a couple. Bowling Green breaks. They got Wardlow, Carpenter, Banks, Idlet, and Bailey. Neal gets 2. On its way, first one rims out. He's got yet another. Can stretch that Tomcat lead to 6. Can the sophomore with this free throw? Pushes it on its way. Missed them both.
Got to have those.
Yep, got to have them. We haven't had many today, just 7. And we've only hit 3 of them. That's not going to win games. Here's Idlet near side to Bailey. Bailey out front to Banks. Banks against the Ashland man-to-man. Looking. Back in the corner to Carpenter. Drives the baseline. That time Smith cuts him off. Gives to Bailey. Bailey will take it into the paint. He'll spin, turn, put it up and in. Got no answer for it. 50-47. A minute 50 to go in the third. Ashland by 3. Carter inbounds to Neal. Neal will go back and forth across the timeline. Give it to Carter. In the corner, Neal. He'll pull for a 3 ball. Got it. Neal's got his first 3 of the day, and it's 53-47. Ashland by 6. 90 seconds to go in the third. Here comes Carpenter. Ashland man-to-man, right side Banks. What are we going to do with that guy? Here he goes. Down the lane he'll go. Carter knocks it away, and they called a foul on him. At Xander's third. Clark's on the bench with 3. Nope, called a foul on 2. That's Lalone. And that's Lalone's third. So we're getting into foul trouble, fellas. At the line, Banks will get 2. His first trip to the foul line today. 69% for the season is the 6-foot senior. Pushes it up, bouncing out. 53-47, Ashland up with minute 21 to go in the third. One more for Braylon Banks. Shooting right into his crowd. Eyes it on its way. Good this time. 53-48. Cats by 5. Carter in backcourt. Give it to Neal. Neal will set the offense for the Tomcats, who lead it by 5. Right side to Carter. Carter against Banks. Blows by him. Looks through the lane. Gives it to Smith. Down to Neal. Neal will blow by his defender. Get tied up in the lane. And a foul on Bowling Green.
They're trying to reach in to get the steal, and they got him.
That one's going to be on Banks. Hits his third. Timeout on the floor for the Tomcats with 62 seconds to go. Ashland will call a quick one. They lead it 53-48. It's going to be a long one. Both teams are in the bonus here in the third quarter, so we'll come back in just a moment with the Cats up by 5 here on Cat Sports.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. It's the perfect time to start planning for outdoor projects. Loctite Landscape Construction Adhesive works great for securing blocks, bricks, and stone. It's a true all-weather application that's water-resistant. Save big on Loctite adhesives when you shop at Menards. Plus, check out the weekly flyer on Menards.com for plenty more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
It's madness at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. Pizza madness. During NCAA tournament games, buy any regular pizza and get a free side of boneless wings. And wash it down with $2 tall domestics. Catch all the action, all the upsets, all the buzzer beaters, and all the pizza and boneless wings at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. Pizza, boneless wings, hoops, and ice-cold beer. Now that's a championship combo. Pizza madness at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe on the corner of Fun and 3rd Avenue, Huntington. You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Just 62 seconds to go here in the third, and Ashland leads it by 5, 53-48. Tomcats will be at the line to shoot the bonus when play resumes. Both teams have picked up some fouls here in the third. Carter's got 2, Lalone with 3, Clark with 3, Smith's got 2. Neal's got none, nor does Hoskins. Bowling Green's got Banks with 3 now, and Hurt with 2. It'll be Elijah Neal, the sophomore, where he's 0 of 2 from the foul line today to get 2 more. Need them both.
Yeah, we're going to make everyone we can in this stretch.
Yeah, buddy. That's why they call them free throws. They're free.
You gotta
make them.
Quarterfinals.
Shot up. Good. There's only 8 teams left, and we're one of them. We got to have these free throws. 54-48.
Play smart and move on. One game at a time. Count
it. Cats up 7. Minute to go. Here comes Idlet with it. Ashland still man-to-man. Idlet with it out front between the rings. Dribbles to his right. Gives it up to Banks. Banks out on top to Wardlow. Wardlow on the far side now to Banks. Banks to Idlet. Idlet will penetrate against Carter. Lay it up, and it'll go. Rolled around, fell in. 55-50. Ashland by 5. 38 seconds to go. Cats may wait for the last one. Carter will bring it across the timeline. Backs his way across the line against Banks. Out front. Carter dribbling, looking. Heads to the far side, gets pushed, no call, goes to the basket, lays it up and in. 57-50, 20 seconds to go. Ashland by 7. Here comes Idlet with it against Hoskins. He'll give it to Carpenter at 13. Carpenter with it out front. Back and forth. He'll take it to the basket. He'll throw it up and it'll go in. 57-52, 6 seconds to go. Carter at 4, at 3, at 2. He'll pull up. Go to the baseline, inside out, and the Cats can't get a shot off. And Neal nearly hit about a 30-footer again.
About went in.
Well, we're at the end of 3. It's Ashland by 5. The Tomcats 57. Bowling Green 52 here on Cat Sports.
I'm Nori, and when I was young, my mom opened our home to someone who needed a secure and safe place. She taught him what it was like to have someone care about you, having dinner at home or going out to eat together.
In West Virginia, families open their homes every year to adult family care.
Some folks need a little extra help, but everybody deserves a family.
Call the Department of Human Services and ask to speak to an adult family care home finder at 304-269-6820. Sponsored by the West Virginia Department of Human Services, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station. This project is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, of the United States U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $1,227,345, with 100% funded by ACL HHS. The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official views of nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.
Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
8 minutes to go to get us to Saturday morning. Ashland leads at 57-52. High-scoring third quarter. Ashland outscored them 24-23 and increased that lead to 5. 57-52. Caleb Clark reports back in for the Tomcats with his 3 fouls. Drew Smith's going to get a breather. So it's Neal, Carter, Lalone, Hoskins, and Clark for the Tomcats. Bowling Green counters with Banks and Wardlow and Carpenter and Bailey and Idlet. They're not big.
No, not at all.
I mean, Hart's their biggest player, and he's on the bench at 6'2".
What
That's
they've
it.
got
They're so fast.
is speed.
Speed, you can't teach speed.
And they've also got 38 points in the paint. We're trying to catch them. We got 22.
There you go. Here comes Carpenter around the arc to the right. Ashland will stay man-to-man. Bring it straight away now to Banks. Banks gives to Idlet. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter will clear it out and give it to Banks on the far side. Banks back to Bailey. Here he goes. One-on-one into the paint. Spins, turns, puts it up, missed it. Foul on the rebound. Who's it going to be on? Going to be on Ashland's Caleb Clark. That's his fourth. He didn't get in there very long. They're going to give Bailey 2 shots here. He's 3 of 6 from the foul line tonight. That's the good news. Bad news is Caleb Clark just picked up his fourth. I sure didn't see that foul.
I was blocked out by Cheryl.
Shot up, good. 57-53, Ashland lead at 4. Out goes Clark, in comes Smith. Been limited in his minutes today because of foul trouble. Deuce Bailey at the line to shoot one more for the Purples. Can cut the lead to 3 and does. 57-54. Inbounds Carter to Neal. Neal run to point. He'll bring it across the line. Back and forth against Banks. Heads to the far side looking. Gives it now to Carter. Carter will drive the baseline. Get cut off. Go back into the baseline and cough it up. Turnover. Here come the Purples. Down 3. To the lane goes Wardlow. He has it knocked away, but Carpenter recovers for Bowling Green. He's got it out front to Idlet. Idlet falls down, and they're going to call foul. That's terrible. He fell down on his own. They'll call the foul on Hoskins.
5 feet from
That's
him.
terrible.
Wasn't even close.
7:12 to go. Ashland by 3. Bowling Green basketball. Carpenter's got it far side at the free hash mark. In forecourt, gets it into Banks. Banks back to Carpenter. Back out to Bailey. Bailey guarded by Carter. Near side it comes. Straight away. Here comes Wardlow. Wardlow to Banks. Banks will take it into the paint against Lalone. Lays it up. Missed it. Got his rebound. Puts it up. Blocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Bowling Green. With 6:55 to go. Ashland up by 3. Purples will have it underneath their bucket near side, and Bowling Green's Banks is hurt. I didn't see that. It fell on his side or his hip or something. He's still not up. Now he's up and around. And Bowling Green will put it in play underneath their bucket near side. It'll be Carpenter to trig it. Nope, it'll be Banks. Nope. They're going to clean up perspiration now.
It might, well, I started to say it might get warm in here, but it never gets warm in here.
No.
It'll be warm outside, though.
Idlet will try it. Brings it way out front to Carpenter. Down the corner. Here's a 3-ball by Idlet. Good. We got a tie game. First tie of the game comes at 57. How about that? 6:40 to go. Here comes Neal. Across the timeline he comes. He'll stand and dribble on top of the UK logo. Look, bounce right side to Carter. Carter looking, gives to Hoskins. Hoskins out front, back to Carter. Carter between the leg dribble. He'll back it out to UK logo. Ashland's going to spread it out a little bit. In a 57-57 tie with 6:15 to go. Carter, Lalone, near side now to Smith. Smith against Banks. Back out on top to Hoskins. Hoskins puts it on the floor, gives to Lalone. Lalone, here's Neal for a 3-ball. He missed it. Rebounded by Bowling Green. Bailey. Bowling Green's got a chance to take the lead. The lead they led only once at 6-5. There goes Banks to the bucket. Spins, turns. Out front it comes to Bailey to Banks. Now to Carpenter. 5:50 to go. Tie game at 57. Carpenter will stand and dribble. Between the rings, it gives it to Banks. Banks gives to Bailey. Now to Wardlow. Now to Carpenter. Carpenter will drive the baseline. Spin, turn, lose a handle on it. Banks back out on top now to Wardlow. And now Wardlow will go to work. He'll take it into the paint. Spin, turn, throw it off the glass. No. Rebound out of bounds belongs to Ashland. 5:25 to go. Ashland and Bowling Green are tied at 57. Tomcats led by as many as 11 in this one. Bowling Green's one lead came at 6-5. Lalone will put it in play, bring it into Carter. Tomcats need a little run going here. Here comes Carter across the line. He's being hounded by Bailey. Gives to Carter. Around the arc to the near side. Blows by Bailey. Lays it up. Got it. 59-57. Ashland by 2.
Got
5
that
minutes
right.
to go.
He went right by him quick.
Out front is Carpenter for Bowling Green against Ashland's man-to-man. Carpenter will penetrate, come back out outside the arc. Give it now to Banks. Banks drives the baseline, puts it up over Lalone short. Rebounded Lalone. 2-on-1, Lalone and Carter. Inside out, Smith will drive the baseline. He'll go inside out to Lalone, to Neal. Neal in the corner. Drew Smith will drive in, and he'll have it knocked away. Turnover Ashland. Here comes Idlet the other way. He'll lay it up and in. 59-59. Here come the Tomcats with it at 4:26. Neal to the bucket, lays it up, got it. 61-59. Cats by 2. 4:15 to go in this one. Idlet with the basketball, gets it out front to Banks. Banks looks to Coach D.G. Sherrill's, got it, and gives it to Carpenter. They clear it out. Carpenter will just stand and hold it. Give it now to Banks. To Wardlow down the lane, puts it over Neal. No good. Got his rebound, falls down. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey out to Banks. Has it blocked by Lalone. But he got his rebound. Here comes Banks with it. He'll take it into the lane. Push off, put it up short. Rebound Tomcats. Carter's got it. Cats by 2. And there's an intentional foul. Got to be. Bailey grabbed him by the jersey. You've got to call an intentional foul. That's 2 shots in the ball. Come on, ref. Foul's on 2. It's intentional. It is.
Has to be. No question.
Carter's got 2 shots, and the Cats will keep the ball up by 2 with 4:07 to go.
Thing is, Xander needs to make his free throws.
He's 3 of 5 from there tonight. So we need them both, and we'll get the ball. We can turn this into a 4-point play or better. Carter up, got 1. 62-59. Ashland by 3. 1 more for Xander Carter.
About ripped his jersey off of it.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Why were they even discussing it? It's got to be intentional. He got the next one. 63-59.
That's what I mean, that's an automatic.
It's automatic intentional. Why discuss it? Tomcat basketball as Ashland leads it by 4. Hoskins will put it in play midcourt here on the near side. Bring it into Carter. Clock ticking. It won't run fast enough for me, I'll tell you that. Carter out front. Dribbles around. Down the lane he'll go. Scoops it up and in. And he got fouled. Count that. God, he can take over a ball game.
Z going to the free throw line with a little grin.
Idlet with his first foul. Carter with the N1 coming here.
Man, you talk about a point turnaround now.
65-59. Cats on a 6-point run, a 6-0 run right now. After the game was tied at 59. Carter with 1. Pushes it up. Nope, won't go. Rebounded by Banks. 3:50 to go. Here comes Banks. To Idlet. Down the lane he'll go. He just ran right over, and a blocking foul on Ashland. He'll call it on Drew Smith, but he ran right over him. Okay. Fouls on Smith for the block. That's his 3rd. 3:50 to go. Ashland leads it by 6. Bowling Green basketball. It's not a shooting foul as they clean up perspiration on the floor. Idlet will inbound it underneath this bucket near side. Lobs it in to Wardlow. Wardlow drives the baseline, gets cut off. Idlet will try a long 3 and he'll nail it. He's got 3 of them. 65-62, cuts the Tomcat lead in half. 3:35 to go, and here comes Xander Carter. Carter across the timeline here on the near side against Banks. Back and forth he'll go. Carter will penetrate, come back out on the dribble, head to the far side, take it in the corner to Neal. Neal will drive in, look for help, give up his dribble, and lob it back out to Carter. He'll go for 3, and he'll miss it. Rebounded by Hurd of Bowling Green. 65-62 Ashland. Here comes Banks in a hurry. He'll stop right side and give it to Wardlow. Wardlow with it out front. Back and forth he'll come to Idlet. Idlet left side now to Carpenter. Carpenter in the corner to Wardlow. Wardlow looks. He'll penetrate. Go to the elbow. Knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the Tomcats. Yes, sir. With 2:52 to go, a big Bowling Green turnover. That's their 6th. Timeout on the floor. 2:52 to go in this one. Ashland leads it 65-62. We'll return in a moment here on Cat Sports.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime. No matter the make or model, from minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
McMeans Pharmacy, where you're a name, not a number. They provide personalized care from their locally owned, trustworthy team. McMeans Pharmacy cares about you and your loved one's health and well-being. McMeans Pharmacy proudly supports the Ashland Tomcats. They're here to serve Ashland and their surrounding communities with fast, friendly service at both locations, 2920 Carter Avenue, Ashland, and 708 4th Street, South Point, Ohio.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Just 2:52 to go in this one. The Tomcats nursing a 3-point lead at 65-62. It'll be Tomcat basketball when play resumes. It'll be Clark and Hoskins, Lalone, Carter, and Neal for the Cats. Smith's going to get a breather. Bowling Green will counter with Idlet, Bailey Banks, Hurt, and Carpenter. Clark will put it in play on the far side. He's playing with 4 fouls at the free throw line extended in backcourt. Ashland leads it 65-62 with 2:52 to go. Trying to get back to the semifinals where we were about 4 years ago. Clark inbounds to Carter. Carter will bring it across the line. He'll go against Mr. Banks. Back and forth he'll come across the line at 2:40. Carter goes down the wing, gives to Lalone. Lalone with it. Now front now to Neal. Neal will penetrate, back it out to the UK logo, give to Carter at 2:35.
No hurry.
No. Got to get a gimme. Carter with it out front. In the corner it goes to Neal. Neal will bring it out, and they say he stepped on the sideline.
We've seen that a few times this week.
Yep. 10 Tomcat turnovers today. That's double the amount they normally have with 2:26 to go. They average only 5 a game, but today they got 10. Bowling Green basketball. Carpenter in to Banks. Ashland man-to-man. Ashland up by 3. Carpenter will walk it across the line. We're at 2:18 to go. Bounce left side to Banks. Banks at the elbow, looking. Back out on top. Cutter. Carpenter to the hole. He missed it. Tipped up. It's no good. Rebound by Carter.
2 big misses by the Purples.
Point blank range. Point blank. 2 minutes to play. Ashland by 3. 65-62. Carter dribbling out front, not being guarded, so he'll just tick it away. Now they come out to get him. Carter on the right side to Hoskins. Hoskins looking. Jump pass back to Carter down deep in the corner. He'll drive it to the bucket and come back out fried with 1:44 to go. Ashland up by 3. Carter will blow by the defender, head to the bucket, and nose it out of bounds. Another Tomcat turnover, 11 of them now.
Unfortunate.
Yep. He blew by the defender and just lost a handle on it. 65-62 Ashland, 1:38 to go. Bowling Green basketball. Good news is Idlet's not in there. He is in the game.
Yeah, he's over there.
He's got 3 threes today. Banks will walk it across the line. Ashland man-to-man. Banks with 90 seconds to play. He'll stop, go down the left side of the line. He'll run right over Lalone. They put it up and in, but it won't count. And they'll call a blocking foul on Lalone. That's a terrible call. Lalone had position on that one. No shot. Bowling Green will keep it with 1:27 to go. That's Ashland's 4th team foul. Next one puts them on the bonus. Ashland by 3, but Bowling Green has it. They'll put it in play in their own end zone far side. Carpenter looking, and there's a foul on Ashland's Hoskins. He pushed somebody to the ground before play got started. Idlet. Hoskins second. Boy, fouls are terribly uneven. Terribly uneven. How bad is it?
It's bad.
Ashland been whistled for. Where's fouls at? Personal foul?
Actually, it's
15.
15, and they've got.
So they're 9. 2 shots for Idlet. Up, no good. They put him in bonus. He's now 4 of 6 from the foul line. Ashland leads it by 3. Just a minute 27 to go. Idlet will shoot one more. Terribly uneven. Idlet up, bounced it in. Bowling Green leads it, Ashland leads it by 2. Bowling Green will call the timeout. Ashland leads it 65-63. 1:27 to go. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout for Bowling Green as the Purples of Coach D.G. Sherrill will, I'm sure, come out in some type of trap or hard pressing to try and turn the Tomcats over, which they've been able to do today. Ashland has 11 turnovers, very uncharacteristic of their ball handling ability. They only average 5 a game, but today they have 11. Bowling Green has 6. I don't think we want to shoot the ball with anything but a layup. Clark, Neal, Carter, Lalone, and Hoskins for the Cats. Bowling Green has Banks and Carpenter, Bailey, Idlet, and Wardlow. Clark will put it in play for the Cats, who are leading by 2. Bring it into Carter. Carter in backcourt. They're not trapping. Kind of surprises me a little. Back and forth comes Carter in backcourt. Runs it across the timeline. He'll go all the way to the hole and kick it out to Lalone. 1:15 to play, and Ashland leads it by 2. Out front is Lalone. He'll penetrate. Go to the free throw line. Back it back out. Give up the dribble to Neal. Neal gets fouled. Hammered out front by Idlet and Banks. And they'll call the foul on Idlet, his second. For Bowling Green, that's only their 3rd foul. So Ashland will keep the ball with 66 seconds to play. Neal will put it in play in front of his own bench. He'll look. Bounce it into Lalone. Lalone behind the back dribble. Gives it back to Neal. Neal to Carter with 60 seconds to go. Ashland up by 2. Carter with it out front. Guarded by Banks, and the foul on Banks. That's his 4th. One more gets us in the bonus with 56 seconds to go. Carter will put it in play at the far side. Free throw line extended, but first Ryan Bonner wants to call the timeout. 56 seconds to play. It's Ashland 65, Bowling Green 63 here on Cat Sports.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need for your yard. They offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our community. Primary Plus Ashland is happy to grow our team, welcoming family nurse practitioner Morgan Elkins, as well as Kelsey Lucas to our counseling services team. Primary Plus Grayson is excited to add dermatology with nurse practitioner Kelly Sparks. Primary Care Pediatrics, Women's Health, Infusion, Counseling, Pharmacy, and now dermatology. Complete care for the entire family. Primary Plus has 14 locations, including Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and our newest location in Moorhead. See them online at primaryplus.net.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
56 seconds to play in this one. Ashland up 65-63. Both teams will be in the 2-shot bonus from here on out. Tomcats going to have to hit their free throws and obviously take care of the ball. We've turned it over 11 times today. Very uncharacteristic. We don't do that. It's Hoskins and Neal, Clark, Carter, and Lalone for the Cats. Bowling Green will counter with their small lineup. They really don't have a big lineup.
No.
Bailey, Banks, Carpenter, Idlet, and Wardlow. Neal will inbounds it, far side. Free throw line extended in forecourt with the Cats up 2. First horn sounds. We got to wait for horn number 2. Elijah Neal, the sophomore, will put it in. He's 2 of 4 from the foul line today. Carter's 5 of 8, and that's the only guys who've shot free throws. Neal will look to get it in. He'll look. He'll bring it into Carter. Carter back to Neal in the quarter. Here's Hoskins out front. Lob out, then it's stolen by Idlet. Idlet's got it. He'll put it up on the other end and put it in. Tie game at 65. 44 seconds to go. Tomcat basketball. Can Xander Carter take over with 37 seconds? 65-65. Here comes Carter. Around the arc to the near side. He'll go to the bucket. He'll lay it up and he'll get fouled. Idlet will pick it up. That's his 3rd. Carter will shoot 2 with 30 seconds to go.
All eyes was on that official to see what he was going to call.
Had to be a block.
Yeah.
All right, Carter will shoot 2. He's 5 of 8 from there today. Got to have him. Tie game, 65-65. The senior up. Good. 66-65 Tomcats. Got to play like Tomcats down the stretch. Got to. One more for Xander Carter. It's on its way. Good. 67-65, 30 seconds. Inbounds it comes to Banks. Across the line at 27. Banks is looking, and D.G. Sherrill will burn a timeout at 26 seconds. It's Ashland 67. Bowling Green 65 with 26 seconds to go. Timeout. And time in for this here on Cat Sports.
Big flavors, big savings, and top-notch quality. Only at Food Fair. Food Fair is excited to announce 3 new signature brands. Food Club brings families together with delicious, high-quality meals without the name brand price. Craven Flavors satisfies your cravings with bold, mouth-watering snacks, pizzas, and sweet treats. And Simply Done makes life easier. With household essentials, they get the job done right. Visit Food Fair today and enjoy the quality and savings in every aisle. Foodfairmarkets.com.
Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is holding a clearance sale. 2024 Ram cargo vans save up to $10,000 off. Get a 24 Ram during truck month. Get a 24 Ram 3500 dually, save up to $12,000 off. 24 Ram 2500 crew cab, save $12,000 off. Cars under $10,000, thanks to Help All Kinds of Credit and all inspected. Go to the best place to buy a used car by you. Limited 90-day 3,000-mile warranty, top-rated customer service located at Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio, and Route 7 and Royal Cliff Road, Pomeroy, Ohio. Sale ends March 31st.
Now back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
26 seconds to play. The Tomcats leading it 67-65 over Bowling Green. For the Cats, it will be Neal, Carter, Clark, Hoskins, and Lalone. Bowling Green will have the basketball when play resumes. Possession arrow is in favor of Bowling Green, and each team is on the double bonus. That's where we stand. To reset the game. Tomcats got to get a stop. We haven't been able to stop them much of the day. We've got to get a stop here. Just have to. Tomcats have got to get a stop. Just ask for one. That's all I want. Give me one stop. Bowling Green ball to be Wardlow to inbounds it in front of his own bench. Let's play ball for the final 26 seconds with Ashland leading by 2. Wardlow brings it into Carpenter. Ashland man-to-man. Carpenter will stand and dribble on top of the UK logo. Look, give it to Banks. Banks down the lane. There's Bailey. Got an easy one. Tie game. 67-67. 14 seconds. 12, 11. Down to 9-8. Carter's got it. He's out front at 7. At 6. Back door 5. Here's a 3 by Neal at the horn. No good. Lalone rebounds it out of bounds. We're going to overtime. Neal tried to hit that three, just wouldn't go. We're going to overtime. It's Ashland 67. Bowling Green 67. Back in a moment with our 4-minute overtime here on Cat Sports.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want our customers to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank, located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Clay at Pollock's, where you will find the Tri-State's largest selection of diamonds. We are also your home for all of your Pandora stackable rings and your Alex and Ani needs. Locally owned and operated since 1874, Pollock's is a name that you know and trust. We provide professional service with a personal touch that has kept clients coming back year after year. Visit Pollock's at 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland or on the web at pollocksjewelers.com.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Well, it's 67 to 67. The Tomcats and Bowling Green are tied as we head to our 4-minute overtime. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we haven't won an overtime game this year. We're 0-3. It's time to win one. Carter, Hoskins, Neal, Lalone, and Clark for the Tomcats. Bowling Green will counter with Bailey, Banks, Carpenter, Idlet, and Wardlow. Banks got that shot, or Bailey got the shot in the paint to tie it at 67. Ashland had a chance, but they were double teaming Xander Carter, and he couldn't get loose. So Neal tried a three out of the corner, and it just wouldn't go. Cats going right to left. We're going to throw it up for the 4-minute overtime. Second overtime game of the state tournament. Carter controls the tip to Neal. Neal's got it to Hoskins, back to Neal. And we start our overtime all at 67. Here comes Neal. Bounce over to Clark. Clark straight away against Bowling Green's man-to-man. Now to Carter. He'll drive that baseline. Take it to the block. Look back out to Hoskins. Straight away. Three. No. Way short. Rebounded by Bowling Green. Banks has got it. Banks will bring it across the timeline. He'll stop top of the key. Looking. Kills his dribble and gives it to Bailey. Bailey now to Idlet with 3:27 to go in overtime. Back over to Bailey on the far wing. Ashland man-to-man. Bailey just stands and holds the basketball. He'll take it to the free throw line. Back out. Take it back down in the lane. Coughs it up. Clark's got the steal. Turnover Bowling Green. Here come the Tomcats with it. Carter in a hurry. Going to stop as he crosses the timeline with 3:05 to go in overtime. Tied at 67. Carter directing traffic out front. Bowling Green man-to-man. Carter takes it down the left wing. He stops at the key and backs it back out at 2:50. Carter will take it around the arc to the right side. Looking, drives that baseline, pulls up. A 12-footer, no good. Rebounded by Clark. He has it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Neal. Now picked up by Carpenter. It's 3-on-1. Carpenter will back it out with 2.5 to go. Tied at 67. We had a shot at it, but couldn't come up with that 50-50 ball. Here's Carpenter with it out front. Ashland man-to-man. Carpenter takes it to the right side. Looking. He can't find anybody. He'll get it in the corner now to Bailey. Bailey's a hard man to handle. He'll take the baseline from Clark. Spin, turn to the bucket. Missed the shot. Rebounded. Out of bounds along to Ashland. 2:09 to go in overtime. We just can't guard Deuce Bailey. I'm sorry. 67-67. Clark inbounds to Carter. 2:05 to go here in overtime. Carter in backcourt. Brings it across the line. Beats Banks down the lane. Lays it off the glass. Barks. Rebounded by Carter. Carter will go back inside out. Give it to Neal. Neal will go up with a shot. Miss it, but get fouled and shoot two with 1:53 to go. He went down hard.
Yeah, he landed very hard.
Foul is going to be on Banks. That's 5. Oh, 4th. Doggone it, I had him with 5. Poop. At the line will be Elijah Neal to shoot 2 for Ashland.
It's 2 of 4 today.
And we got to do better than that. Still tied at 67. That's where we ended regulation. We're now in overtime and better than 2 minutes in at 1:53. They're going to give Elijah Neal a second there to loosen up. He needs them both.
He hit pretty hard.
Yes, he did. You could hear it up here. The sophomore bends at the knees, on its way. No good. Too hard. Got one more. Best he can do is break the tie. Give us a 1-point lead. We'll take it with 1:53 to go. Neal up. Good. 68-67 Ashland. 1:50 to go as Banks walks it across the 10-second stripe. Ashland man-to-man. Banks stands and holds it near side to Bailey. Bailey back to Banks. Banks will penetrate into the paint against Hoskins. Put the shot up. Good, and got fouled. Hoskins fouled him. Banks will get the and one. 69-68. Bowling Green up by 1. Only their second lead of the day. They led it at 6-5. Banks will shoot 1 to try and get 3 the hard way and put them up by 2, the Purples. Braylon Banks up. Good. 70-68. Bowling Green by 2. Tomcat basketball with 90 seconds to go in overtime. Here comes Carter across the timeline. Carter with it out front on top of the UK logo. Dribbling left, dribbling right. Left, down the lane he'll go, and have it knocked away. A turnover, Ashland. Bowling Green the other way. Here comes Banks to Wardlow. Lays it up. He got it. Bowling Green by 4. 72-68. Just 1:09 to go. Cats need a bucket in the worst way. Here comes Carter. Carter with it out front. They set the high pick and roll. He looks for help. Kills his dribble. Gets it to Hoskins at 58 seconds. Hoskins, long 3. Way short. Rebounded by Clark. Clark will roll right back up and miss it. Rebounded by Bowling Green. Bowling Green up 4 with 45 seconds to go in overtime. And there's Idlet fouled in backcourt by Neal. 44 seconds to go. Tomcats down 4, 72-68. Idlet will be at the line to shoot 2. He's 5 of 7 from there today. Well, we may have a tough go at it to get out of this hole. We've dug ourselves a hole. What's the key to that? Quit digging. At the line, Idlet up, good. 5-point lead. It makes this one, we'll have to have 2 threes with 44 seconds to go. One more for Idlet. 73-68, 74-68. Damn the bad luck. Here comes Carter, 38 seconds. Carter with it out front. We need a 3. Carter's going to throw up that 3 ball, and it's being no good. Rebounded by Idlet, and he gets fouled by Neal with 32 seconds to go. Well, this one's about over, sports fans. The Tomcats have had a great run, but it may end in the next 32 seconds. Bowling Green leads at 74-68. That's their biggest lead of the day. It comes here in overtime. At the line will be Idlet to shoot 2 more. He is 7 of 9 from the foul line today. Idlet with 2 can pretty much put this one out of reach. First one's good, and that probably will do it. 75-68. Bowling Green now leads it by 7. It's a 3-possession game with just 32 seconds to go. It's going to be a tough fight. It's up good again. That'll do it. 76-68. Idlet hits the free throws down the stretch. Here comes Carter. 26 seconds. He'll go to the basket. He'll lay it up and in, but it's too late. Ashland will call the quick timeout to cut the lead to 6 at 76-60 or 76-70. In overtime with 24 seconds to go. A quick 30-second timeout for Coach Ryan Bonner and the Cats. We got to get steals. We really can't afford to foul them because they're too good at the foul line.
Yeah, they don't miss.
Idlet today is 9 of 11. Carpenter's 2 of 2. Banks is 2 of 3. Bailey is 5 of 8. Wardlow's 1 of 2. Bowling Green will win this game at the foul line today, where they are 14 of 21 and Ashland's 9 of 14. So they've made as many free throws as we've attempted. What's that tell you about the Zebras, huh? What's that tell you? Bowling Green basketball, when play resumes, they're up 6 with 24 seconds to go in overtime. So they get 21 free throws and we get 14. Okay. Banks will try and get it in for Bowling Green. Ashland full court, man-to-man, trying to get a steal off the inbounds. Banks looking, brings it into Carpenter, and he's fouled immediately by Neal, his third. Carpenter will go to the line, where he's 2 of 2 from the foul line today. Down to 23 seconds to go. (76-70), Bowling Green leads it in overtime. With Carpenter, the 5'10" senior, at the line. Pushes it up, it's no good. Well, 2 threes will tie it if he misses this one. Stranger things have happened.
Yep.
One more for Carpenter. Carpenter, a couple of 3 dribbles and puts it on its way. Good with that one. That would do it. 3-possession game. 77-70. Here comes Carter with 19, 18. Carter will go to the bucket and get fouled going there by Banks. I got him with 5. His 4th. Okay, that's where I got my fouls. Screwed up. Carter will get 2 free throws. Ashland trails it though 77-70 with 17 seconds to go. It's up and in. Brings it back to a 2-possession game with 17 seconds to go. One more for Xander Carter. Might be playing his last game as a Tomcat. Greatest Tomcat scorer in all of history. It's good. 77-72. Inbounds down the lane goes Wardlow. Fouled with 13 seconds to go by either Clark or Neal. If it's Clark, he's done. And it's Clark, and he's done. He fouls out with 13 seconds to go. He'll be back next year. And 2 shots coming here to Wardlow, who's 1 of 2 from the foul line today. Ashland trails at 77-72, 13 seconds, Wardlow with 2. Academic at this point. Wardlow pushes it up, it's good. 78-72, it's been a great ride this year. Great ride. Win your 7th straight region championship, get to the quarterfinals of the state. We fall a little bit short. 78-72, 79-72. 13 seconds, they roll it into Carter. He comes across the timeline at 10, at 9, goes to the bucket. They'll let him stuff it. And he'll go out with a dunk to make it 79-74 with 5 seconds to go. Bonner will call his final timeout. And with 5 seconds to go, Bowling Green really as well. It's over. They're going to win it. They really don't even need to get it in bounds. They could give us the ball back. Well, there's not a 5-point shot, is
no,
there?
Not yet.
Nah, not yet. Carter, Neal, Hoskins, Smith, and Lalone for the Cats. Carter, Lalone, Hoskins, all graduate. Got a nice club coming back. You got Neal, you got Smith, you got Clark, you got Hughes and Lyons and Davis. And then we got all them youngins. Strader and Farrow and Lynch and Brogdon. Bailey will put it in play underneath the Tomcat bucket. His team up by 5. We're in overtime. 5 seconds to go. Don't even really have to get it in. They get it in, and Banks is fouled immediately by Carter. That is his 3rd. Banks will shoot 2, where he is 2 of 3 from there today. The Purples will be back tomorrow morning D.G. Sherrill motions the crowd to get on their feet, and they do. And Bowling Green will be back in the semifinals. For the first time since they won it in 2017. Shot up, no good by Banks. 4 seconds to go, one more for Banks. 5-point Bowling Green lead, 79-74. Banks eyes it on its way. It's good. 80-74. Inbounds to Smith. Smith will throw up a three at the horn. No good. That will do it. Bowling Green wins it. Tomcat season has come to an end. I can't thank them enough for a great ride. I've had a great time again. Another great ride for the Tomcat basketball season. Had a lot of great ones, and this was another great one. But and it hurts right now. Believe me, it hurts. But we'll be back for more next year. I promise you. Final score again: Bowling Green 80. Ashland 74. We lose it in overtime. We didn't win an overtime game all year long. We lost all 4 of them. You believe that? Hate it, but it's the truth. 80-74. Bowling Green wins it in overtime. They're into the quarterfinals against the winner of our second game here today between South Oldham and Jeffersontown. We'll be back. We'll get Coach Bonner in the interview room, and that'll be a while because the winner goes first in the interview room and then the loser goes second. So we will it'll be a while, so we'll come back, look at the scoring, and do all the statistical picture, and we'll get all that for you. It's all coming up here on Cat Sports.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit ToyotaofAshland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Give your walls the best finish possible with Pittsburgh's Paramount Interior Paint and Primer in one. It provides the most advanced protection, excellent scrubbability, and delivers true one-coat coverage. Choose from thousands of color options and refresh your space for spring. View our entire selection of paint products today on Menards.com. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for plenty more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 44 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, we're not just in the business of fixing cars, we're in the business of turning heads. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
It's time for the post-game report on Cat Sports 93.3 at 1340.
Well, we're back here at K-Woods Court here at Rupp Arena as Xander Carter's just been named to the all-tournament team. Each quarterfinalist gets one player. And if you get to the semifinals, you usually get 2. And if you get to the finals, you usually get 3 or 4. So Xander Carter, obviously the pick from Ashland. And Xander just came out to get his all-tournament team plaque, and then they also, what are they getting now, Ken? I can't tell. What do you get?
I think it's like a quarterfinal
plaque of some making sort. It. I don't know. Anyway, they're coming out and getting it, whatever it is. I can't tell because they got their back to me, so they're facing the far side, and they'll take a group picture. Bowling Green wins it 80-74 here in overtime. They outscore us 13-7 in that overtime period. Outscored us 15-10 after the fourth, so Last 12 minutes of the game, they outscore us 28-17 after we led by 7. I don't see what we got. What did we get? Oh, there it is. Luke's handling it. Got a nice little plaque of some sort. Looks like it could do better than that, if you ask me.
You would think.
But not my call. Well, Ashland opened with a great first 4 minutes. The Tomcats led at the end of one period of play, 21-13. Bowling Green won the second quarter, though, and that cut the Tomcat lead to 4 at half, 33-29. That's why we went to intermission, and Ashland outscored Bowling Green by 1, 24-23 in the third, to lead by 5 going into the fourth and final, 57-52. But Bowling Green got that 5 back in the fourth. They outscore us 15-10 to tie it at 67. To send us to overtime, and in the 4-minute overtime, the Purples outscore the Tomcats by 6, 13-7, 80-74, and win it. And Bowling Green improves to 30-6. They win their 9th game in a row. For the Tomcats, they end their season, a great season, a fine season at 24-8. Been a great ride again. District, region, AIT champions, and well, we'll start for region championship number 8 sometime in December next year. There were 3 lead changes in the game, 4 ties. The last came at the end of regulation, 67 apiece. Tomcats' biggest lead was that of 11 at 30-19. And Bowling Green's biggest lead was that of 8 at 76-68. It's 80-74. Bowling Green eliminates the Tomcats here at K. Woods Court at Rupp Arena. Ken will come back and look at the final stats for you, and we'll be back in the interview room sometime to get Ryan Bonner and the Tomcat players. And it'll be a few minutes anyway. So we'll come back in a few minutes here on Cat Sports.
Stop by Toyota of Ashland before or after the game and save thousands during Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. Save up to $5,000 off MSRP on select Toyota Tundras and Toyota Tacomas. Up to $3,000 off MSRP. It's Truck Month at Toyota of Ashland. They look forward to seeing you soon. Stop by 3503 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky, or visit ToyotaofAshland.com. Toyota of Ashland Truck Month. Toyota Tundras is based off stock number T235773 and Tacoma stock number T052137.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business. Big flavors, big savings, and top-notch quality. Only at Food Fair. Food Fair is excited to announce 3 new signature brands. Food Club brings families together with delicious, high-quality meals without the name brand price. Craven Flavors satisfies your cravings with bold, mouth-watering snacks, pizzas, and sweet treats. And Simply Done makes life easier with household essentials that get the job done right. Visit Food Fair today and enjoy the quality and savings in every aisle. Food Fair Market.
KFB, the Better Bank, is dedicated to its customers. We want our customers to feel confident with every financial decision made at KFB. From checking accounts to loans, we have your back. KFB is where a strong financial foundation starts. Visit us at one of our locations or www.kfb.bank to see how we can help you start building your financial foundation. KFB, the Better Bank, located in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, Louisa, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is holding a clearance sale. 2024 Ram cargo vans save up to $10,000 off. Get a 24 Ram during Truck Month. Get a 24 Ram 3500 dually, save up to $12,000 off. 24 Ram 2500 crew cab, save $12,000 off. Cars under $10,000, banks to help all kinds of credit and all inspected. Go to the best place to buy a used car by you. Limited 90-day 3,000-mile warranty, top-rated customer service located at Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio, and Route 7 and Royal Cliff Road, Pomeroy, Ohio. Sale ends March 31st.
This is the post-game report on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Well, Bowling Green wins it 80-74 in overtime and ending the Tomcat season. Kent, go over the stats for us.
Yes, sir. Bowling Green, Deuce Bailey ends the afternoon with 18 points. Braylon Banks had 8. Caden Carpenter had 17. Luke Idlet, 26 points. Joe Hurt had 2, and Wardlow had 9. For the Tomcats, Xander Carter ended up with 33 points. Tyson Lalone with 14. Preston Hoskins with 6. Drew Smith had 3. Caleb Clark 8. Elijah Neal had 10. Bowling Green shot 27-48 for the game for 56.3%. The Tomcats shot 26 of 54 and 48%.
Shot well, just they shot it better than we did.
Well, the one thing from the get-go, and you and I talked about it, mainly you, was points in the paint. I mean, that started off from the get-go.
Yeah.
Bowling Green would have 9 steals, turned the ball over 8 times. They had 17 assists. They would have 27 rebounds, 23 defensively, and 4 offensively. Tomcats had 5 steals. They would turn it over 14 times, 13 assists, and they would have 29 rebounds, 22 defensively, 7 offensively. And points from turnovers, Bowling Green 18 to Ashland's 8. Points in the paint is a huge number, 48-32.
Yeah, that's a killer.
I mean, you might as well circle that one. Second chance points, Bowling Green 3, Tomcats 4. Fast breaks points 15-4, and bench points 9-10, Bowling Green, and 10 for Ashland. 3 lead changes, and the game was tied 4 times, and Bowling Green moves on today 80-74.
Well, they have opened the interview room, and I think it's
got the lead.
Gigi Sherrill, who's back there now, tuning in right fast. He's got players Deuce Bailey, Caden Carpenter, and Luke Idlet with him. So the winners get to go first, and then, of course, the team that lost will go after the winners. So we have to await the winners to finish before we get to hear from Coach Ryan Bonner and what all 3 players or 4 players he brings back with him. Xander Carter was named to the all-tournament team, which is very deserving. He had a great tournament, and very deserving young man. And, man, I'm going to hate to see him go. What did Carter end up with
33.
Today? 33, okay. So he will end his career with 3,000. I got to do some quick math, sorry. 3,142 points. The all-time leading scorer in Tomcat basketball history. And since I've been broadcasting since 1976, he is the greatest high school Tomcat I've ever broadcast. And that says a lot because I've been around nearly 50 years.
A bunch.
I can't go back to the 60s because that's where my dad was broadcasting, of course.
Really
and then
basketball game with both.
And I didn't get the 60s and much of the 70s, but I did start in 1976-77 basketball season, and I've seen every team since then. Xander Carter is the greatest Tomcat I ever broadcast. I think is Xander.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
No,
we've taken quite a ride together, I'll tell you that.
He'll get to play with Colin next year.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good thing.
That'll be fun.
It still hurts right now, but it'll get better as we look back.
Always
all
does.
this stuff for his teammates, and
that's Coach Gigi Sherrill there for Bowling Green. I don't know. Maybe we could tune him in.
They just do a really good job.
Get a few comments
and
from
they
him,
got
I
us
guess.
a few times early on that stuff, but we just kind of we knew it was coming. But when you get a day to prepare, it's not like you have 2 or 3 days to prepare. And so they got us on some of it early, but our guys did a great job of adjusting. They stayed in the moment. We kept talking about we need 2 or 3 stops here to get it over. They stayed in the moment, and I think that was critical on us kind of being able to finish that right there at the end of that fourth quarter, get that thing to overtime. Then overtime, I felt like you really saw their legs. Their shots were short. Their lift wasn't as much on their shots. they were shooting jumpers. We were loading the lane up, and the shots weren't falling. We were able to get some big offensive rebounds and then some transition opportunities.
Final question right here.
DG, you've had a lot of good teams up here. You've been up here a lot, but as we've talked this year, I mean, you've said you're undersized, maybe a little bit under the radar. What's it mean to get this team to the final day of this season?
I mean, walk in this locker room right here, and you can understand what it means. You've got 5 seniors that have been here and played together since they were 6th graders. They won every conference championship they played in, all the way from 6th grade all the way through. We had Joe in there this year, and Joe's been a great addition to our group. And then we got a bunch of young guys that really do a great job of helping us prepare and run our scout teams for us. This group right here, I mean, nobody picked them. I mean, you guys, all you media fellows had somebody else up here. And so that's fine with us. Don't pick us. We'll just keep fighting and clawing and scratching. I think you were one of them, actually. So anyway, just to call you out there. But anyway, long story short, our guys, they stayed in the fight, and they stayed committed. They know their character, and you can't measure hard. You can't measure hard, and they didn't quit. And they haven't quit. It's been 3 weeks now. They just haven't quit because, gosh, guys, we've had like a month off between games, and so it's hard to keep focused. They just didn't quit. I think that shows their character and their heart.
Coach Sherrill, congratulations to you and the Bowling Green Purples. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
It's Bowling Green head coach D.G. Sherrill after his Purples eliminate the Tomcats 80-74 here in overtime. Ryan Bonner and a few of the players for the Tomcats will be up, and of course I'm not in that interview room. I'm a press row. The interview room is behind me and underneath the seats, so I can't tell you who he's bringing or what he's bringing. But I'm sure one of them will be Xander Carter, because he did make the all-tournament team. He had, now let's look at Xander's line score today. He had 33 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. 14 for Lalone, a couple of rebounds. 6 points for Hoskins. He had 6 rebounds too. Smith had 3 points, a rebound, couple of assists. 8 points for Clark and 7 rebounds. 10 for Elijah Neal and a couple of rebounds and 4 assists. Just couldn't stop them. Their dribble drive and their penetration all day just hurt us time after time after time as Bowling Green outscores us in the paint 48-32. 48-32. Didn't have an answer for them. They're too fast, too quick, and they beat us not once this year but twice. Beat us by 6 at Woodford County and beat us by 6 here in the state tournament. Just the way it is. We're awaiting Ryan Bonner. They're taking the stage, so we'll get his comments on the game. And all I can say is it's been a wonderful, wonderful run for me and the Tomcats again this year. And I hope you've been along to watch a game or two and listen to a lot of them. So there you go.
We have the Ashland Blazer Tomcats, head coach Ryan Bonner, student athletes Xander Carter, Tyson Lalonde, and Preston Hoskins. Coach, comments on this game, please.
First of all, just an absolute dogfight battle between two really good programs. And, that's the type of game that, as a fan of basketball, I'm sure folks want to see at Rupp Arena at the state tournament. That's what people pay for the admission for, to see something like that. Just from a game standpoint, 14 turnovers for us. That's very, very uncharacteristic of us. Credit to their defense for that. We haven't done that all year long. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I would say that's probably the most turnovers we had in a single game all season long. So definitely a credit to them. Also struggled from the free throw line tonight as well. And free throws and turnovers are something that you don't want to be on the bad end of when you're playing in Rupp Arena. I know it sounds like I'm putting it all on them. There's a lot of things I probably could have done better in that game that I will certainly hold myself accountable to. But I'm just proud of the way that we fought. I'm proud of the way that we represented our community and our school. And these guys they do it the right way. And just very proud of our effort and our representation of our community.
Question from the media.
Coach, they had 48 points in the paint. Was there any thought of going zone on them at some point in this one?
Not when Luke Idlet, who's shooting 60% from 3, is on the floor. We didn't want him getting loose from 3. So we kind of sold out on taking away the three and trying to force tough twos and holding them to one attempt. And that's what makes them so difficult to guard. We zoned them the first time that we played them, and they ended up beating us. And so we made the decision going into this game that we were going to try to sit in gaps and fight to keep the basketball out of the paint. But unfortunately, we didn't do a good enough job of that defensively. The one possession that we did play zone, Idlet splashed a three, so we had to get out of it.
Leonard, they kept coming back, trying to find a way, and then they get into overtime. Did you feel like they had the momentum, or did you get? I mean, no one scored for a while in the overtime, but if you could just take me through the overtime.
Yeah, I mean, those games are fun to be in, overtime games, and basketball's a game of runs, and I felt like just throughout this entire season, kind of credit to our guys that we can manage those runs, and we went up and they brought it back and we went into overtime, but I really feel like that's the steps that the Lord ordered long before we were here, and so I'd be a fool to only praise Jesus in a win. And so I just want to start off by saying thank you to my Lord and Savior for having him as a coach and these guys and my brothers in my locker room as teammates. So just kind of to your question about the momentum thing, I don't really necessarily think it was a momentum thing. There's a few things that we could have done better offensively and defensively, but that's the game of basketball and that's the beauty. You're not always going to win them all, but when you're walking in the will of the Lord, there's really nothing that can go wrong. So.
Hasn't had a great start, and they kind of what changed there? Was it really just making it really hard to get him the ball, or kind of what you kind of could have done maybe to help that?
Yeah, Tyson blew hot there in the first quarter, and Coach Sherrill's a really good coach, and he's going to adjust, and I think he made the adjustment to really pressure us, especially in the half court, and push our offense out, and it made it difficult to get Tyson the ball. He got a couple of looks, I think, in the second half, but didn't go down. But I mean, we were 10 of 27 from three, so that wasn't the issue. Was our threes. Again, I kind of go back to the 14 turnovers, and again, credit to their staff and their team. They're not a big team, but they're still very physical and they're very athletic, and I think that's why they turn people over like they do. But yeah, the turnovers and the free throws definitely, I think, is what really hurt us in today's game.
Final questions. Got two, one in the back and then one here on the corner. Be my final two.
Hey guys, it might be too early and too raw right now, but can you reflect on a team and a program that comes here 7 straight years? That's quite unusual, but it's a testament to the program that you have here, and reflect on getting back. And then I'm sure come tomorrow, who's coming back next year is going to work hard to get back here for number 8.
Yeah, so the expectation for us is. We want Saturday morning, and we're going to fight like crazy to get there. I love what we have coming back, but I'm also very saddened with what's leaving, obviously. But the mission is not going to change, and the vision's not going to change. We're fighting to get to Saturday morning. Very grateful that we've been fortunate enough to get here 7 consecutive times. That mission's not going to change either, but that's also a credit to these guys right here, so I don't know if one of you guys want to follow up on that.
Yeah, it was an amazing season, and kind of an appreciation and credit moment for Coach and the coaches before him. I felt like each and every day, our culture, our daily habits, what we do every single day is we're preparing for March, and we're preparing for really anything that comes our way, and no matter what it is, even in practice or games, especially early season, we're not afraid to play the good team or play the team that everybody thinks is better than us or ranked higher, because there's a lot of games that happen now this time of the year that really matter to us. And so a huge credit to Coach and the guys in the locker room willing to sacrifice and really go through some adverse moments. But as far as the 7 in a row, I really think it's just a major blessing, and I don't think it's ever been done before, 7 in a row. And I know that everybody in that locker room back there, us 3 are gone next year, but I know those guys are going to work just as hard to get back here and make it 8.
Final question right here.
Coach, you mentioned their size and how they can overcome that to a degree. Deuce Bailey's kind of been on a mission since 4th region. Could you just talk a little bit about what he can do to offset that a little bit?
Because they play extremely hard, and because they're so athletic, they can stick to the ball in space without giving up straight line drives, and I think that's what creates so many turnovers for them. I know I believe Deuce Bailey's a football player, if I'm not mistaken, a very talented one too. So he brings that football physicality to the table, and we had I think we had 3 guys last year that were football players in our starting lineup, and it creates that physicality and that toughness that you need. Their athleticism, like I said, allows them to really pressure in space without getting beat. And on top of that, I think it's a mentality that Coach Sherrill has created in that locker room of toughness.
Coach Bonner, congratulations to you and the Ashland Blazer Tomcats on a great season. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, Coach Ryan Bonner with the Tomcats back there in the interview room. He had with him Xander Carter, Tyson Lalone, and Preston Hoskins, our 3 seniors. And that'll do it for the final game. We won't see you till August, when we're going to put Chad Tackett and those football Tomcats out there on the gridiron and see what we can come up with, and we'll have a great football season. We always do. Final score again: Bowling Green 80, Ashland 74 in overtime. Great season for Coach Bonner, his staff, his kids, and our community. The Cats finished 24-8. Well, for all my board ops throughout the year, let me see, I got Lowell today, and I've had Aiden and Peyton, and I'm probably leaving 1 or 2 out. I thank you so much for doing such a great job. I thank Coach Luke Bonner and all the Tomcat basketball players throughout the year have come out after games and such. I also need to thank Coach Chad Tackett and all the Tomcat football players for a great ride. Boy, I've had a great ride again this year. Football Cats win 11 games. The basketball Cats win 24 and get back to the state tournament. Been a dandy, I'll tell you that. I enjoy this, every doggone bit of it. I'm getting older by the day, but that's okay. I'm going to hang in there as long as I can. All right, that'll do it. Kent Robinson, who's alongside for the last couple of Tomcat games. I thank Kent, and that'll do it from here. And, of course, everybody back at Kindred Communications, Reeves Kurtner and Mike Kurtner and Big John and Bill Cornwell and Charlie Chatfield, of course, who comes along in the football season. And I'm going to get him out for a basketball game or 2 next year. And, I don't know. We've had a good time. It's been a great run. I thank all of you for listening. And I'll be back, the good Lord willing, to get a Tomcat football season underway in 2025, which begins the next to last Friday in August. We'll be at home. We only got 4 home games in football this year, but we'll be at home to get it started. That'll do it from here. K-Woods Court at Rupp Arena. Final score again: Bowling Green 80, Ashland 74 in overtime. Good night, everybody.